Okay, so we are live. Let me go on my page here real quick. We got a packed house. There's a lot of people in here. How's everyone doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Doing good.
I had a
Good.
pretty stressful day actually, but I don't want to talk too much about that.
That's okay. You come here to unwind a bit. You come here to unwind,
Yeah,
relax.
well, the nice.
I'll definitely be here if there's no PlayStation 4 tonight.
the PS Vita 2, man. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming, man. PS Vita 2, it's coming.
Yeah.
Because PS Vita was such a success.
I know. Well, you have to make that. You have to make another one. I mean, it's not a. It's
60 million plus, man. Should have been made another one.
Are you live? Are you live, OJ? Oh yes, you are. Yeah.
I am.
Oh, yeah.
I am definitely
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, found
At
it.
least I think I am.
I don't see.
Yeah, you are.
I don't see the code though. I think we need to
The code's on the Patreon.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm trying to load it up right now. Let me see here.
And OJ, let me know when you get in.
I'm in.
Oh,
I mean,
It's gonna take me a minute to sign into you guys, but I'll get there as soon as my computer loads up that Patreon page.
We're gonna do a few races with the
why
Patreon
am I not
members,
with y'all?
and then we'll get in people. So people who are watching in the chat, we'll get you guys in just a bit.
All right, do what you feel like doing. Let me see if I can just bring up the. Come on, computer load.
Yeah, it should be the first post on there that you see.
Yeah, I know. I know I have it on there. I'm just trying to open it.
Mm-hmm. So many buttons. What's up, Miguel Rose? How's it going, man? I'm doing good. Thanks for. How you doing, man?
Is Natasha on the chat tonight? Or?
I'm not sure.
I don't see her.
Yeah, I think she's playing. I think she's
seen her in a week.
I think she's playing Fallout. That's what she's doing. That girl.
Yeah, she's been playing Fallout a lot.
Really? I would think that she would be getting ready for her, well, you know, her engagement plans or something.
Oh no, it's gonna be a while before they actually really tie the knot. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Just wondering, that's all.
Yeah.
John, I'm supposed to be getting married next year, and I'm trying all my best to put that off, mate.
The one thing about getting engaged is that usually you're not in a rush to to kind of get everything done. You just kind of get it over with the whole ring and popping the question. Then after that, it's kind of like, well, it just kind of comes when it comes.
You know. Yeah. We got all the time in the world.
I know. I've been engaged for 4 or 5 years.
Dang, you've been engaged that long and you haven't even tied the knot yet. That's real.
Nope.
That's sensible.
Nope. Have not yet. Who knows when I will? It's a mystery.
That's very odd.
It's a mystery. I know.
I've never met him. It's been that long to get married.
There was a couple that I met when I was working as a health coach, and they've been together for 15 years and not married, just engaged for 15 years. They just said at some point they just said they don't care. At one point they just said they don't care. So.
Ooh, looks like somebody's got gold in Mario. I didn't know you could get gold Mario.
You can get gold Mario and gold wheels and a gold cart and a gold glider. You can get gold everything.
But how do you do that?
Just get enough coins.
I see.
Are you guys talking about marriage right now?
That is amazing. I don't know how you're able to do that.
We were talking about marriage.
Yeah, because that's what I was doing the weekend. I was talking with my girlfriend about that very thing actually.
That is Sean Sweeney is the luckiest person. He's the luckiest. He's the luckiest. Dude, that red shell did nothing to you. That red shell did nothing. That red shell did nothing.
And even though my reactions even though my posts about this may be about 3 days too late, I want to say that I was very, very pleased at how well Nintendo handled their Direct last week. The pacing was very, very well done. I liked how they handled everything. That it wasn't just lengthy announcements of 3DS overshadowing Switch. No, it was just 10 minutes 3DS and everything else Switch. That was perfect. It was very well organized too. Bravo to them for that.
Well, that's how they've been doing it all year, so I didn't really expect anything different, you know?
But I was really happy to see that they're keeping it up instead of, getting cocky and dropping the ball. I'm very, very happy.
Why would they do that? The same plan that they've had from the very beginning, they're not going to switch plans. Like, if you see one Direct and one Direct works and it's good, they're not going to switch plans between that and the next Direct. They're going to just continue on with what they've been doing. It's not...
Well, this was
but they're
kind of different than the last ones.
I gotta say, though, that when the comments for Xenoblade 2 came up on the Nintendo voice chat, they were so overwhelmingly negative. I couldn't stand it. I ended up jumping over to your channel just to see the reactions over there. They were much...
And why were you not on PlayerEssence already, John?
I hadn't thought about going on there. I was
put you on the spot. I'm only joking.
I mean,
I was
You sold us out, John. You're out of the group.
I was curious about what it was.
Everybody has their, opinion about things. A lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, well,
Anime.
I gotta say, though, that I am really blown away at the release date that they've chosen for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, December 1st. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing.
It's close, man. It's very similar to Chronicles X, which I thought that's what it was going to... I thought it was going to be around December.
But it's not coming this year, really.
Wasn't it December 18th, though, that it came out, if I remember correctly?
It was later in the month. Yeah, you're right with that.
Yeah, but I just figured that it would be December. Like, I thought it was going to be similar
It
to...
makes sense it would be December because
Either way,
of the release dates.
Either way, that release date is perfect, and the fact that it's launching worldwide, even better. No more having to wait who knows how long for the next sequel. Yay!
the sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, or are you talking about just Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
Just Xenoblade Chronicles in general, because
Okay.
I remember with the first one we had to wait who knows how long before we ever got it over here. Heck,
We waited. It came out in April.
4 years.
Yeah, it came out in April. Are you talking about like the sequel, like when we had to get it in America compared to the Japanese release date?
Yes, I mean, it happened with the first one. We almost didn't get the first one, but then with X, we didn't get it until like about December of that year, long after the Japanese release.
Yeah,
this
it was.
time,
Yeah,
with all 3D.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I do like that as well.
The
Yeah,
first
they
game
bring that more and more
came out in
in their
2010
games.
originally.
What's up?
The first game came out in 2010 originally, right? Just
Yeah,
context,
just-
it didn't
just-
show right here until 2012.
Yeah, just Japan. It came out 2010.
Yeah.
And to think we had to fight for it to come over here. I was part of that Operation Rainfall to help get it over here.
Let's fight for Fantasy Star Online too.
People have been fighting. There's been a much larger audience that is fighting for Phantasy Star Online 2 for long, and Sega's done nothing. They've done nothing.
I wonder how it is that we got. I wonder how it is that we ended up getting Xenoblade, if Operation Rainfall supposedly did nothing about it.
How we got Xenoblade. The reason why we got it is because, I mean, maybe Nintendo of Europe maybe they were sympathetic to it, but Nintendo of Europe just decided to say, okay, we'll publish it. And then Nintendo said, okay, well, since they're doing that, we'll just take exactly their localization, or they decided to localize it. So then Nintendo of America literally took the same exact game and said, okay, we'll do it, because they did it. That was the only reason. A game, if Nintendo of Europe didn't say that we're going to localize it, we would have never got it in America.
Yeah, that's the UK for you.
Yeah.
We got to
Either way, though, I'm really happy we got that
Live
game.
the Queen.
You guys got it first. You guys got it first too because of that. So, or before the U.S. So.
Yeah, but I'm definitely looking forward to Chronicles 2. It looks so amazing. And I like that they devoted long times to both that game and Project Octopath Traveler, which, by the way, I also downloaded the demo for, and I'm absolutely in love with this game. It is so amazing. It is breathtakingly good.
I really like the game as well. It's really good.
I played through both Primrose and the other guy's path, but I honestly like...
Ulbrich.
Oh yeah, that's right. But I absolutely love this. It's a beautiful callback to the Square Enix classics of the past. It's just so I don't know how they were able to recreate that game and make it look like it was something out of the SNES, but with modern graphics. But it was so amazingly well done. But more importantly, the storyline for the characters had a lot of weight to it. I especially loved Primrose's story about how she goes from being an unfortunate servant to this despicable man to deciding to take charge. It was just so... It was so amazingly done. I absolutely am in love with this game. I can't wait for it.
If you pay attention, she played him from the start.
Yeah, she was kind of tricking him from the start, like from the beginning, because she was kind of just using him to track down one of the guys with the arrow, whatever, on their arms.
Calls.
The battle system in the game. The battle system in the game is also really clever. I like how instead of suffering from the enemy's attacks no matter what, that you actually have the option to stop them from hitting you back. I thought that was a really clever option. It almost makes me wish that they had done something like that for the recent Final Fantasy games instead of the what we ended up getting, because you know that would have been a really cool addition, I think, because that was very clever on their part.
Which Final Fantasy games are you talking about?
Some of the more recent ones that delved away from turn-based, because the way they did the turn-based battles here in this game, Project Octopath Traveler, it was very clever and very, very original. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously turn-based Final Fantasy is going to be very, you know, different if they were to do that compared to,
What they're doing here.
yeah, you know, what they're doing here. I mean, it would be I don't know, it'd almost feel weird to see Noctis, like, not moving around like in, like turn-based battle. Noctis would look a little weird. I think they'd have to change the art style in my opinion, but that's just me.
I know that's what they want. They want to evolve, so to speak. You know, like what's the point of wasting all these realistic graphics and open world just going to be turn-based?
Exactly. That's what it would look really weird for that type of. They would have to change in my opinion, they would have to change the graphical style for them to do a turn. I mean, they don't have to. I mean, because the PS2 Final Fantasies were realistic looking, but were, you know, turn-based. But like with how.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember playing a little bit of Final Fantasy X Remaster on my PS3, and even though it was a PS2 version with realistic graphics, they still had the turn-based system. So I really don't see the issue right there. I think it would have been fine either way.
I just think at this point, with the way that it looks,
it's different themes too. You can't forget different themes to making this game. You know, making this game than making the thing that makes fantasies right now.
I mean, I think they're trying to appeal to the younger generation, because the only ones who are acting for the old school Final Fantasy is the ones who actually were born back then when it came out.
Yeah.
You know?
Ah, looks like we got a question from AUGMC right here, and he says, OJ, did you get NBA 2K18? Says on my camera profile on it.
No, I'm getting FIFA 18 instead. I know Og hates that game, so I'm getting FIFA 18 instead, Og.
Cheeky. Got pre-ordered 10 copies of FIFA.
I'm buying a bunch of copies of FIFA. I'm buying all of them, baby.
Speaking of which, I was really surprised to see all those games announced from Bethesda. My gosh, I was so not expecting Doom or. No.
Real quick to the chat, if you guys want to join in the chat, if you refresh your stream, you should see the code in the title. So just if you guys want to get in, we got some open spots. You guys come in and play.
I also got to say that I'm really, really impressed at how well Bethesda is stepping up their game immediately with the Switch. Instead of being just Skyrim, they're offering Doom.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo stepped up their game.
Here's $50 million.
That's why they pay so much for travel.
I'm pretty.
Most games they can't talk about, Nintendo wants to do it in a direct.
Yeah, I'm almost positive Nintendo is helping out either financially with marketing, with development costs, tools, resources, whatever the case is. Nintendo's helping with both of those games, Doom, Skyrim, all three. So
they put Skyrim on Black Friday. That tells you that. Really
either way, no, that's absolutely awesome. I'm really happy for people who want to play those games on that system. I mean, I'm not much of a Bethesda fan, but I definitely do have Skyrim pre-ordered, and I'm Definitely gonna check it out.
I'm a Bethesda. I was more of a Bethesda fan back in the day, but I'm still a Bethesda fan. Like I like Fallout. I like.
I thought you were a Capcom fan.
Maybe like in 2003.
Well, see what you will about
1993 for me.
They are putting effort into their Switch ports. I mean, come on, Resident Evil Collection. It's gonna have both games apparently running good and with all DLC content.
That's not bad.
I mean, I think that's what they're gonna be doing.
Just change the name to Portcom, get over with, you know. Portcom.
Well, whatever they are, I'm glad to get Resident Evil Revelations 2 on Switch. It'll sure be PS3.
Would you guys buy a Resident Evil All-Star cast? You know, with Jill and all that.
Like what type?
That would be really awesome.
What type of game is it?
No, it's the same thing. Just like I don't know, type of Resident Evil game. Just everybody's on the same time.
What the?
Oh, did you get Blue Shell though, Jay?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Like
who did
Super
that?
Friends for Resident Evil, something like that.
You suck. Whoever did that.
That was me. Sorry, dude.
You suck.
The race to the bullet bill.
Oh,
Sweeney's already got the lead. Look.
Dude,
I know,
Sweeney was
killing
so
everybody.
he was so far ahead. Like
It would be really bad if Sweeney got a disconnect now, wouldn't it?
I'm not gonna, guys. Some people are asking me, am I gonna watch the PlayStation conference? No, it's at 3 a.m. I'm not staying up. Till
I will
3.
be. 8
Not
o'clock
me.
today.
I'm not interested in what they're doing at all. I'm sorry.
I'm not like, so many people are coming to me. Hey, OJ. Hey. What if they announce a portable OS? I'm all just like, I don't care. Like about
I really don't.
Sony.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I really don't care about Sony's handhelds at all.
All
We
their-
don't even know that it is a handheld.
Yeah, we don't
so-
even know if it's real. And on top of that, all of Sony's portables have been underwhelming. All of them have been underwhelming. Every single one of them to me have been underwhelming. I acknowledge that they have great games for people to play, but they're just necessarily not. They're not for me. They're just not. It's not for me. So they've all been underwhelming. And Sony
And
put
remember,
oh, go ahead.
Sony does this every year. A week before, or whatever, a few days before TGS, they have a Sony conference.
No, but this time it's they telling us something different.
Well, dude, there could be something there. Let's not completely there could. I mean, maybe, but it's just that I don't like here's what I don't like. I don't like the riling up and the riling up of fans, like in order to get underneath people's skin. That's what I don't like. What some people are doing. You know, whether it's, I mean, I don't think Dave is intentionally trying to do that, but it seems like it at times. Like, I don't like that. Like the hype, how long are you gonna hype something up? You know what I'm saying? Like the ridiculous, like, oh,
Yeah.
well, we have to do this, and then
I
we're gonna
agree.
have a live. Like, that's the only thing that I don't like about what he's done. Other than that, I don't care.
Yeah,
I need
No, I
3 moderators.
Yeah, like, I need 3 moderators, like, oh, this is going to be, oh, Nintendo, like, that's the type of stuff that I'm like, okay, so, like, now you're intentionally, like, looking for people just to get upset or whatever the case is, but other than that, I have no criticism of it, but, I mean...
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it either, to be honest.
It's just, to me, that's the only thing that I dislike. Other than that, I don't care about the videos, whatever the case is, like, I think he's doing a cool job on his channel. I mean, I think he's he's cool, you know, obviously me and Dave, we have good history, we're friends. But, like, I mean, it's just like I said, like I just don't like all that. Like, just like, if there's something, just say it is and just say, okay, we'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all it should be.
Exactly.
It should be left
And
at
he's
that.
And he
He seems to
gets
be the
wrong
only
about-
one with inside
gets wrong about
information.
the Switch
He's
too.
under no NDA or anything. Announce it, you will get millions of views, Dave. I'll tell you now. If you announce it before
Exactly.
whatever Sony does.
Well, that's
But
what I'm
he's
saying.
not.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
The backfire can go either way, you know. Either
Yes,
he lose
exactly.
Or,
Well,
or every last one of his viewers can leave. You know.
Exactly, because, you know,
I mean, like him, he's playing it safe right now. You know, since I haven't seen any videos from him like 2 weeks now.
well,
He's playing it safe right now. He, you know, nothing happens.
It was all a hoax, guys. It was all a hoax.
gosh, freaking Red Shell.
You know, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, whether it's true or not, I don't care. I mean, I hope it's.
Get me a Red Shell!
Like I said, I'm happy with it.
Oh, what? Exactly.
It's not going to affect me either way, so I don't care.
Yeah, I just don't. To me, is just I don't care. The only thing that it could affect us, like I said, like if this thing, if it's real, like I said, I'm not even. I'm more of like it's less than 20% if this thing is real. But what I'm saying, if it's like a real actual PS Vita 2, obviously it would use cartridge tech. And like that's not a bad. I don't think that's really a bad thing for anyone. Really, it's not a bad thing at all.
But would Sony do that knowing the massive shortage worldwide of NAND flash memory?
Would they have a choice?
In my honest opinion, I have a feeling that no matter what Sony does, if they do another handheld, they're just going to get buried by Nintendo anyway because
gonna get clobbered lane.
But they can't use physical media like OJ said. They've got to go with cartridges, surely, because you're not going to fit a hard drive inside.
Or it's going to be completely digital.
Absolutely, because
yeah, true.
Because the way I see it, I don't feel like that Sony's handhelds have really competed all that much. Well, much less in Japan.
I mean, honestly, like we don't know until it actually happens. It actually comes out, because it could be a smash hit.
I mean, like I said, this thing. This is so hypothetical. I don't even think this thing is real. That's the thing. Like, I don't even think it's.
There's no evidence.
I don't think it's. Yeah, there's no evidence, and unfortunately, I ignored all of the evidence before, like with the Switch. Unfortunately, which there was tons of evidence saying that it was going to be what it turned out being, and there was evidence saying otherwise. I mean, but it wasn't as convincing as the evidence that was saying it was. Yeah, like there was evidence saying that it wasn't a hybrid, and I definitely think Nintendo at one point had some type of device that wasn't, but I think those plans were ditched very early on. So
either way, if I've learned anything from the Switch, it's to never always believe it.
The biggest problem I've got at the moment is flipping Sean Sweeney.
Okay, and then I run right into this guy, Shy Guy Link.
Oh, what?
It doesn't matter if they're not that or not.
Whoa.
It doesn't affect us.
It might. I mean, there might be more developers that want to develop on cartridge tech if it turns out to be,
That is a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but I just, like I said, why wouldn't Digital Foundry know about this? They've got the Xbox One X, they got...
Or IGN.
Yeah, or like, why doesn't anyone know about this thing? That's the only thing, I mean, if it turned out to be real, then okay, then whatever, but man, that would be like a pretty big... Sony usually has
Any other random person on the internet except for,
Yeah, I just wish that there was someone else. I just wish there was someone else that talked about it. That's all. I just wish there was someone else, like,
As of right now, the whole thing's a mystery.
It's not that I don't. I mean, he's been real vague. There hasn't been any. I mean, it could be anything. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it just seems like he wants it to be true.
I mean, I don't.
Because I think he's disappointed in the Switch. He wants something better.
because he was wrong.
Yeah.
Who knows exactly?
Horribly wrong.
I mean, I don't see how anyone could be disappointed with the Switch though. Like, I mean,
Me neither. It's a pretty awesome system in my honest opinion. The games that I've played so far has left me with nothing but positive opinions. It blows away Wii U's first year, big time.
I can understand, like, if you're someone, but if you already have a PS4 or Xbox One, and you're like, oh well, there's no third party. I mean, but were you gonna buy this thing for just all third party? I mean, I don't. Like, if you're if you're a Nintendo fan, like, I don't see why you'd be disappointed. Like, I don't see what's there to be disappointed in if you call yourself a Nintendo fan. You know.
You want it to be super powerful, right?
But how?
2 words for you.
It's
Two
quite
words.
powerful, though,
Portable
for what
VR.
It's quite powerful for what it is, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how it can be any more. I mean, maybe it could have been more powerful.
There
But
is portable VR though, isn't there, with those Samsung?
yeah, but those are like.
Oh yeah, I totally have one of those.
Those are like $600 phones, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it does exist though, right?
Yeah.
So we're not even in the first year of the Switch. We haven't seen everything the Switch can do.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that even the games announced in the Direct, I think there's going to be even more.
How you see 2018 going? Like, we have set the games for this year. How you see 2018 going?
I personally just like people talk about bombshells with Sony. I mean, like I have not been excited for Sony products. I mean, and like I said, look, maybe I still have a grudge. Maybe I still have a little bit of a grudge when they put a strike on my channel because that was the most. I would probably say that is the most crappiest thing a company has ever. Yeah, like that is the most lowest, crappiest thing that I've ever seen a company. Like I was flabbergasted. Like, oh my god! Like I was like. How I was ready to punch, like I was ready to literally like drive somewhere and punch Kaz Hirai or something in the face. Like I was so mad that this major company put a strike on my channel. Like how dare them? Like that was just I couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, that is bad.
Good for you. You actually fought back and won.
It was planned what they were gonna. I mean, it wasn't just me. It was planned what they were going to do. They were going to wait it out till it was actually revealed, then release the strikes. You know what I should have done was I should have put a faster deadline on it. That's what I should have done, and then made it a bigger deal than I needed. Because like I said, I would have had no problem. Like they would have lost very quick in court. It wouldn't have been a quick thing. It would have been an easy thing for me to win, and I don't care how big they are. They would have lost. What they did was 100% illegal. Like you cannot censor, even on YouTube. Fair use, you cannot censor a picture that you leaked. You cannot censor something news that you leaked, that one of your own employees leaked. That's ridiculous.
Sure, I mean, if you've already done something, there's no point trying to cover it up.
Exactly, but what they did is that, like I said, they're such jabronis. Like they only went after small channels. They didn't go. IGN showed the picture. Big channels showed the picture. They didn't put copyright strikes on them. They only put copyright strikes on small channels. So that's what makes it to me like I'm not even sure if I've forgiven Sony for that. Maybe that's part of me just doesn't want to support them since they cut my live streaming off for and then they blamed me. Then they said it was my fault. You know, they cut my live streaming off for a couple weeks. They costed me revenue and on top of that, like then they say, okay, well we'll take it off, but it's kind of your fault. Like. I was like,
that's a pretty terrible thing to do. Either way,
like, excuse me. I was like, what?
That's a pretty terrible thing for them to do anyway.
That is the crappiest thing a company's
That's an
ever
awful
done
thing to do.
It's a very, very, very grimy. It's the grimiest move I've ever seen from a company. Like one of the grimiest moves, and it wasn't just me. Like I said, it was multiple YouTubers right around my sub base at the time, which was around 10,000. 15,000. Anybody in that range, 20,000, 30,000, we all got slapped, with that copyright strike, so.
That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that you went through that. But at least you're past it right now.
Am I? I think I still hold a grudge against them. I honestly still do.
Well, I mean, you're not. Well, I mean, you're not on the. You don't have the strike anymore, so.
Yeah, I don't have the strike anymore.
Months, you can't stream.
I mean, I didn't include the part where you and Sony are in the clear right now. I've gotten to the part mainly where you're no longer on strike or restricted.
Well, the strike will stay on there. I think for either 3 months or 6 months, one of those two. Like,
I think it's 6.
Yeah, 6 months if they don't. If they don't like take it off, like if they just leave it, yeah, it's like 6 months. But if they remove the strike, obviously, then your channel goes right back. But if the strike's like. If you get 3 at any one given time, your channel will be shut down. So,
deleted.
Yeah, your channel's literally deleted.
For good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, for good.
Yeah,
I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson the hard way.
You can get it back sometimes, though. I know a guy. Just recently, he got 3 strikes and then he got it back because he appealed it.
Okay, well, yeah, if you appeal it, yeah. But I mean,
yeah,
it's
not like it's always just.
But I mean.
Automatically deleted.
Like if there's a couple, and here's another reason why it's kind of grimy, like what they did. There's multiple options for these publishers. Nintendo's done this to me. Microsoft has done this to me. You can easily just block the video worldwide, and that doesn't result in a strike. You can block the video. You can non-monetize it. But probably the best thing to do, like if you don't want to give someone a strike because that's grimy, you can just block the video. Like Nintendo's blocked one video of mine worldwide. They blocked another one, but I think that was a mistake. But the one that they blocked was, you guys remember that one hack? Rip-off Splatoon game, Sempia Go, like that was like China. Like,
Sorry, I don't really remember that one.
Yeah, there was a game called Cynthia Go that was in China that was pretty much a complete ripoff of Splatoon 2, and like I reported on it, and Nintendo just said, nope, we don't want this ripoff out there of our assets, and they blocked the video. That's all they did was just block it, though. They didn't give me a strike, you know.
It's not their property, they can strike that.
Yeah, they didn't give me a strike. Like, Microsoft has also blocked a video of mine worldwide as well, so that's fine. I don't have a problem. Okay, you have an issue with the video? Cool, I'll block the video. That's fine. That at least my channel isn't striked. But Sony, they didn't non-monetize me. They didn't do that. Oh, no, they did. They stripped my monetization. They blocked the video and they gave me a strike. They did all three. They stripped the money, they blocked the video, and they striked my channel. Like I said, just being like complete douchebags. You know, like complete douchebags in the process. So that's what makes me just like I fail to want to give Sony my money in any possible way because of that. I mean, I'll report on them. Like I'll report news, but like that's about as like I don't think I haven't legitimately bought like a brand new Sony product. First party game or Sony product since that point. So Code Vein, that's gonna be on Xbox, that's gonna be on PC.
And hopefully on Switch too, if they decide to port it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it's on multiple systems. It's gonna be on PC. It's gonna be on lots of stuff, so probably get the PC version if I decide to get it.
I'll get the Switch version if and when it comes out.
What company has more cultish fans, Apple or Sony, in your opinion?
Have more what?
More cultish fans, Sony or
Cultish?
Apple?
Go.
Apple.
Apple.
They'll buy a phone that's 2-year-old technology and they'll praise it for being the latest and greatest.
Yeah, Apple fans are ridiculous.
Really? I think Sony fans are pretty bad too, in my own.
No.
Yeah, I know, but just in comparison, right? They don't look so bad when you compare to Apple.
No, Apple fans are the worst because Sony fans, at least they didn't buy the PS3 when it launched. At least they were smart enough not to do that and wait for price drops and wait for things to get better. Like Apple fans will go out there and buy a $1,000 phone and be like, oh, this is the best. Like,
it has the same technology as the Samsung Galaxy S6.
It has no headphone jack, but it's the best thing in the world. How are you gonna not have a headphone jack?
The edges are 3% more rounder this year.
Apple fans are crazy. They're crazy people.
Apple fans, I can sum it up in just a few words. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't talk because I go for Samsung Galaxies, so, you know.
I'm a Galaxy, but see the thing is, but Galaxy, you don't need to buy one every single year. Like you can buy a Galaxy and be good.
Every 2 years.
Yeah.
Every 2 years I get one normally.
I have one that's 4 years old and still great. So.
Apple phones are programmed within 2 or 3 years to stop working well. Like they're legitimately programmed to stop working well.
I was gonna say that every time they put out that update, that's when your phone starts messing up and stuff. Like, oh man, I gotta get a new one. It slows down, all that kind of stuff.
And
I think they put it in that
and they're unapologetic about it. They know it, and they're just like, yeah, so what? We do it. You guys are gonna buy it.
Well, they know the same people are gonna be standing out there in the cold waiting for the latest.
and that's the thing, and that's why I say like Apple fans are absolutely insane. And then they will. I mean, like seriously, it's like between more cultures, it's like PewDiePie fans or Apple fans. Like I don't know which one's. I don't know which one's worse. Like PewDiePie couldn't.
There's a lot more Apple fans than PewDiePie fans.
Well, that's true. There's a lot more Apple fans, but I'm just saying like cultish nature. Like, dude, this man PewDiePie could kill someone, and people would be like, first degree murder isn't that bad. I mean, a lot of people do it. You know, like. Yeah, they'll defend it. I heard someone say, you know what? Well, it's not that bad to be racist in today's age. That's what I heard PewDiePie say. He said, well, it's not that bad to be racist. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. I was like, see, look, this is PewDiePie fans for you. Like,
yeah, it is. It's very much a big deal.
Bro, I'm not even trying to get on that time. I just find it like between like the cultish between them. I mean, like for me, like Samsung Galaxy and all that. Like, I don't really think like Samsung Galaxy fans or like people who like Android. None of them are really cultish. They just kind of like buy what they like, and like they'll keep their phone till they need a new one.
There are Droid fanboys though that go at Apple iOS.
Do they?
I guess Apple fans, because that's what iOS is, right?
But do they do that just because to inform them that their product is a scam, or do they do that because they really like try to say that they're superior or whatever?
Like the same way that, like, you know, the 3 console manufacturer fanboys go at each other. You know, it's competition, tribalism.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Yeah, I just remember when at one point I was trying to buy a new phone, and it was at the time Android had like 3 different sizes, and Apple still only had a single size. So I was like telling your friend, like, I want a bigger phone, so I'm going with Android because I have a bigger phone with a nicer screen. And the guy's like, oh, but I like the smaller phone, like it fits in your pocket, blah, blah, blah. Next thing comes out is the iPhone 6 with the Plus. It's like, oh, I can't wait to get the bigger phone. The bigger phone's going to be awesome and great. I'm like, you literally just proved my point. Like, you really will take up whatever Apple says they're going to come out with.
It's like being in Scientology or something. It's like, whatever you say, whatever Zeno says is like, or L. Ron Hubbard says is like, contrary to reality, right?
Yeah, but that's for anything though. Like people will say that this game sucks. I don't want to buy this game, but when it comes out for a certain platform, oh man, I can't wait to get this game. Like that. It goes for anything. Like, it's always bad until.
But it just seems like since there's so many Apple fans, it just happens a lot more with Apple. Like it just happens a lot more. Like these people literally try to justify taking away a headphone, like a simple headphone jack. Right?
I know.
It's like.
I know.
There's an adapter, but at the same time, it's like, why is the headphone jack gone? Like, I don't understand, like, why is it gone in the first place?
And then I find how people
make the phone a little bit cheaper.
For when Nintendo came with the app, and you like couldn't use a Bluetooth whatever for the app. But Apple fans like, I don't want to like put an adapter into my phone and then do all this, and that. And I'm like, don't blame Nintendo for something that Apple did. Come on,
Apple started it.
Yeah, that's not Nintendo's fault that 80% of the actual manufactured phones out there have a headphone jack.
Well, you know, it's funny because I don't know. I mean, it's just another compliment for OJ, but at least he's like legit. He'll say there's no voice chat and they need to do that and things like that.
Even though I don't care,
Yeah, even though you don't.
Yeah, even though it's not particularly like my thing, is like I said, Resident Evil 5 was the time that I stopped using public voice chat. That was when I just said I'm done with public voice. Like I'm never gonna do another public voice chat. Like I don't care. I'm not. I mute.
I didn't know there was a public.
I love the fact you can trace it back to a game.
I can trace it back to that game. That's the game that made me just say screw voice chat. I'm done. I'm done with voice chatting with public people. I'm never gonna do it again. And I've muted everything since then. Every single Call of Duty, I've never used it. I used to be into Call of Duty when I was in college, like before they were rehashed for over a decade. 2007 is when I first got into college, so a decade ago. No, sorry, when I first got to Fresno State. I got to college in 2005. But anyway, when I first got to Fresno State, I was Call of Duty, COD Modern Warfare came out. That was like the revolutionary one, and everyone was playing that, and I muted it the whole time. I never used voice, not one time did I use voice chat in that game. So, and also Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and World at War, and that's when I was like, okay, this franchise is stupid. I'm done. I'm done playing these
Call of Duty games seem to just be the same game over and over again, basically.
I mean, they've made changes, but like not enough for me to buy it. Like, I mean, but I think that for people who are, like let's say 10 years ago they were 6 years old, now they're 17. Yeah, then the Call of Duty games are good for them. Just like when I turned, 17, 18, 20, Call of Duties were there for me. Even though Call of Duty started before then, Call of Duty started, I think, 2001, 2002 with Call of Duty Finest Hour on the PS2. I bought that one too. Call of Duty Finest Hour, and then there was the big red one, and I think there was one more, Call of Duty 3. Yeah, Call of Duty 3, and then after that, Modern Warfare came out.
Yeah, it was, I think it was World at War.
World at War was after...
That was 4. I think it's also called COD 4 as well.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and then World at War came out after Call of Duty 4. That was 2008. That was World at War. And then after that was Modern Warfare 2. 2009, yeah, Modern Warfare 2, and then 2010 was Black Ops, and then 2011, I forgot what 2011 was, but it was something. Some Call of Duty. But yeah, coming out all the time. But in college, like everyone was playing. Like COD was like the game. Like that and like Smash Brothers. Those were like our games. All right, I'm sucking.
Yeah,
What game do you see coming in 2018 from Nintendo?
What?
What games do you see coming in 2018 from Nintendo? Like one channel.
Well, they've already announced some of their stuff. You know, they've announced, you know, Fire
There's a
Emblem,
Kirby game.
Kirby, Yoshi.
Most people think Metroid 4 will be out next year, right?
I personally think. Also, Project Octopath is now announced spring 2018. Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei is 2018. No More Heroes. So there's quite a number of games already announced, and there's going to be a
I'm
lot
pretty
more.
sure we'll find out more of them as the year goes on too.
Absolutely. So.
I think it'll either be Metroid released next year or Pokemon next year and Metroid the year after, or vice versa.
I really don't know when those two games are coming, but either way, yeah, I definitely can see a lot of people really excited to play those.
Well,
Yeah.
next year's really gonna be Nintendo versus Sony, because they both got really good games coming out. Well, Sony's first half, like always.
Sony's first halves are always good. I think Spider-Man. They have the biker stealth game. What's it called?
Days Gone.
Days Gone. Biker stealth. Biker stealth guy. When I saw the game, like when I saw him, first of all, he's like a biker, but then he's like sneaking around like Metal Gear. I'm like, why doesn't he have like a spandex on? Like why doesn't he have like a jumpsuit? But anyway, it seems like it'll be an okay game. Just not. I mean, I really didn't like. I didn't like Metal Gear Solid 5, so yeah.
Oh, I actually like that game. I do.
Yeah, I mean, not that I don't think it's a bad game. I just didn't like it.
Well, I definitely am looking forward to playing Octopath Traveler when it finally comes out. As I said, I think the game, from what I've played so far, is really terrific.
Yeah.
I hope in Lost Spheres English, like multi-language.
Oh, I definitely think it's going to be.
Coming out next month.
Coming out next month in Japan.
It'll be coming out here in America next year, though.
Yeah, January.
Next year.
Yeah, January.
Man, I always fall off this track.
Games to play.
2 old school RPGs in the first half of the year. That's pretty awesome, man.
Wait, hold on. 2 old school RPGs. Oh, right, you mean Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Octopath Traveler, right?
Lost
Oh,
Sphere.
Lost Sphere, Lost Sphere. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
For some reason, I thought you meant Chronicles 2, because I was trying to figure out 2 old school RPGs. Wait, what old school?
Yeah, Xenoblade is definitely not an old school RPG, but it's still really good.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I'm imagining Nintendo trying to find spots for these games.
I know. You got Reggie and Kimishima
they
tearing
went
their
from-
hair out.
I know. It's almost like they went from trying to be very careful about how many games they play out to now having a lot of games out.
There's too many games.
Too many games. That's the problem, though. Too many.
Right now, they say keep every game away from Mario Odyssey.
Except for Fire Emblem.
Yeah, a week before.
Chance to dream.
That's their game, like everybody else. Like indies can take a chance, but not like third party.
Yeah.
Well, they have to be careful with it too, because they don't want another situation like where there were so many third-party ports and nobody bought them. We don't want to have another situation like that.
Well, I don't think we're not having that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, because for one thing, the ports are very good quality, and for one thing, the ports are of good quality, and nobody is talking smack about them from what I've seen.
Well, they're all right. There are quite a number of people complaining about
Yes.
Doom.
What else is new? They
Dr.
always-
Drake's channel, you'll see his usual trolls up in there. So.
Oh yeah, I imagine there's still some people who are probably still going to boycott a lot of those thirds for their actions last year.
No. It's not people are boycotting. It's that people are just they say, oh, the graphics aren't good. It's not going to be a good port. You know, it's like stuff like that.
Come on. As long as it.
You mean Xenoblade?
No,
Doom.
Doom and Thing 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Doom.
And,
As long as
and,
you-
and,
and
be-
too, yeah. Or
And
2D.
because a certain useless feature has been left out of a certain game, someone is saying, "Don't buy it, don't buy it."
Why don't we wait?
Shots fired.
Honestly, they should have bought it already. You know, they should have been bought already. Like, why would you care about what other people are buying?
Well, my problem is like Trey says is like the moving goalposts. First of all, you complain that there's no third party. Then third party comes, and then you complain that it doesn't look like exactly like what you have. That's not the point. The point is that that game on the Switch is that you can play that game anywhere. Like, I'm not gonna buy Doom on the PS4 or Xbox One but I will buy Doom on the Switch if I can play it portably. I will buy it on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? If I can play it anywhere I want, because otherwise I don't have time to normally just play the game if it's just going to be on a TV. Now, if I have, let's say I'm traveling somewhere and like, hey, Doom's right there, then okay, it gives me more opportunity to play the game. But like, if you're busy, you know, look at how many games are coming out. Like, you need to. At this point, like I need to find any amount of time to play games as I can, and portably is one of the ways that I find a little bit more time to play games. You know, so for me, that's the reason why that I will pick it up. But like I'm not buying a bunch of third-party games. I'm not doing all the hard drive stuff and all these. And
things. From what Bethesda, the guy from Bethesda put out, was it yesterday or today? Doom's built on a custom engine, but will have the feel that players know. Well, that tells me it's going to run at 1080, 60 frames per second.
Well, he said that it's custom built for the Switch, not that it's on a custom engine. They're using Vulkan. They're using their engine, but it's custom built for it.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing with Skyrim, aren't they?
I don't know what they said about Skyrim as far as like custom built, or if it's just a. It looks to me just like it's just a port of the of the PS4 Xbox One version, you know.
I thought they said I thought they said they custom built that game for.
Did they?
I thought that's what they said. I feel very confused.
I mean, I know that they probably optimized it and tuned it for Switch. I mean, I'm not doubting that, but
either way, though, a lot of people are going to be really, really happy with that game coming out on the Switch.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, they've not just been sitting on that game waiting for their launch window. They've been optimising that game to as best they can.
Mm-hmm.
As well as they should. If they want it to do well, then they got to make sure they do a good job with it. Otherwise, nobody's going to buy it. Period.
Nintendo's happy with that too, no? They're happy with launch of it, something.
Oh man, I give up with this game. I hate this game.
Oh, I've been there many times.
Oh, don't you talk to me, Sean Sweeney.
That's not Sweeney. That's a Taki teacher.
Oh, sorry, Taki. I do apologise.
Did that sound like him? Because I can do that voice more.
I think I used to confuse you two like a while ago. Like I think I got you two confused sometimes, but not anymore.
I get it. I get you confused with us too as well.
Yeah.
And bad joke. Okay, moving on.
Oh, fuck.
It's all good, Sweeney. I know you're having a bad day today, man. It's all good.
I am a bit older than Sweeney. I mean, that's it. We can try to make that
Sweeney's like 20, right?
I'm 24.
24. Oh, okay. I knew you were really young. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got about 9 years on him, so yeah.
Only 9 years.
Yeah, well, it's only 9, yes.
Oh, man.
12.
But I mean, what is age? To be honest, man, at this point, like,
get up every day.
We all play these so-called games.
I know we're.
Ask that question if you live forever.
We're all a bunch of man children, right?
I mean that's
exactly.
At this
we're
point,
all a bunch of grown men playing video games.
Yeah, at this point, the only thing that age does to me is like, okay, now you got to pay a bunch of bills. Like that's it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young. I mean,
what is a number? Getting up every day, your bones aching, and walking with a cane, and you know.
Hey, man, I've seen.
This is his version of back in my day, Sonny. We had to walk 20 miles in the stove.
Hey, man,
back in my day, we had to blow the dust out of a cartridge, buddy.
Oh my! I remember those days.
Although I've been told recently that blowing a dust out of a cartridge actually has the opposite effect of what you really want. It can cause.
Yeah, it actually says on the back of the cartridge, "Do not blow on cartridge."
Oh, do not blow.
That didn't stop us from doing it though.
Yeah, I know. Well, no one, who reads instructions? Let's be honest.
Come on, it seemed to work.
Sometimes I do. Alright, so which stage are we playing now?
Why did that guy have on your face like that?
I'm not. I'm just over 50 points. Are you joking?
Nope.
I'm not doing any better than you.
Yeah, but I'm representing the UK here.
And he's representing Israel and has a worse time zone than you, so no excuse.
Oh yeah, his time zone it's tough, man. I thank you for being here though. Your time zone's a little rough, man.
Oh, I went off the track
For
already.
me, night it's 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's hard, but because I like playing the games.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Now we got a guy from Israel. AK's time zone doesn't matter anymore.
Nothing matters when you can communicate with people.
Ultra's playing Splatoon though. Ultra does not like Mario Kart.
I wonder why.
I'm right there with him.
Blast him.
Bye bye, LJ.
I only have 5 hours.
Are you? What?
I wonder why he doesn't like Mario Kart.
Because a lot of people don't like the random. Some people don't like the random nature of it.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't like the random nature of it. Like,
Just as long as it doesn't choose the same stage over and over and over again in a row.
oh, that was a dive.
Oh, I hit one of those tickies.
Oh my gosh, it's getting crazy here at the front.
I wouldn't know. I've never been there.
You never been there.
I've been there once. Now I'm in the back.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy up here. I just saw Sweetie disappear into a void. Sweetie just disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Hey, I saw your tweet about Spawn's video about you can't keep the DLC for the Shadow.
You know what? I'm hoping that's not. That's like it's like a one-time use DLC, so it's like a.
Oh my god.
They just killed that. That's true.
I mean, people who like that game really like that game. So I mean, I doubt. I'm pretty sure it'll still be. I mean, they'll still sell, but.
They expect you to keep paying for that thing with that DLC.
Or grind.
Like a mobile phone.
Yeah, or grind.
What's the lady to grind?
I don't know. People are grinding. Oh my god, this man dropped a bomb.
No way. No way! Oh, for the luck!
I think I won't finish last. I've got a bullet bill.
Yeah, John just bullet billed me and got me.
Shoutouts to Rico Suave, one for the follow. Rico Suave.
Rico! Nice.
Rico Suave with the follow in the Fire Nation of Twitch. Shoutouts, man. Thank you so much for the follow. And get you a nice headband, homie. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Everyone, which is no one in the Twitch chat, please make him feel welcome. Make him feel welcome over there in the Fire Nation.
Rico.
A tumbleweed just goes by right
I
now.
know. I should totally have a tumbleweed whenever like someone follows on. It should just be a tumbleweed just going. I think I'm gonna do that. Tumbleweed just passing right through.
We need the name for the Petion clan. Or we have one.
I wonder which one this is going to be.
Rico says, he says, what do you think about this TRU debacle?
What?
TRU.
True. I don't know. Rico, what is
Toys R
that?
Us.
Is it Toys R Us? Is that?
Yeah.
I've never seen someone abbreviate Toys R Us.
I literally saw that like Spawnway tweeted TRU about like 20 minutes ago, and I saw that. I'm like,
What
took
is
me
it?
a while to remember. It's
What
like, oh,
debacle
Toys R
is
Us.
there?
Is it too hard to write out Toys R Us? Nowadays, I'm just saying. I don't
There's
know
only
people
what
are
5 extra
anything.
characters.
Yeah. The abbreviate one works pretty already.
Well, what do I mean, it's expected. Whenever I see these brick and mortar stores going like looking to go bankrupt or Chapter 11, it's like, okay, yeah, and we know this was going to happen. Amazon is killing them. It's like, why buy toys from Toys R Us and at full price when you can buy them on Amazon for way cheaper?
Hey, Amazon's killing everybody.
Yeah.
The guy just passed Bill Gates as the world's richest man.
Yeah, like literally Amazon is like, they are literally Scrooge McDuck money. Like they have that much money like saved up like in the bank. Like people buy they make like billions of dollars a day or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
or like millions or billions or near that. Like people just buy Twitch, and then their premium memberships, they're $100 a month, or sorry, $100 a year memberships. You know, like that's ridiculous. Like it's.
I'll say, I definitely miss the old days where you could just walk into a store and just find anything.
Yeah,
nowadays, all internet stores.
Yeah, all internet stores, but it's cheaper for people that way. So.
Yeah, I have a question. You know how some of the devs say they still can't buy a Switch for themselves?
Yeah.
What's the one they have to use the games for?
The dev kit? Yeah.
Is that different from the actual system?
Yes.
Yes, it is different, but I mean, it can function like a system, but there are some differences that are built into it, but it can function like it, but a lot of developers don't take their dev kits home. So that's just something that a lot of developers don't do. So a lot of them would like to have just like a non-development kit one. I mean, but Nintendo's dev kits, from what I understand, are not as, they're simple. These ones are definitely easier. But like Microsoft, it's like every Xbox One is a dev kit. You know what I'm saying? So.
I wonder Reggie has one.
What, a dev kit?
Dev kits had 64 gigabytes of storage, not 32.
The dev kits can have more, yeah. Dev kits definitely, like, they can be hooked up.
I heard that, yeah.
They can be hooked up to more. Yeah, especially like when you're looking to test things out, especially before the system launches.
Yeah, they have a debug mode, right?
Yeah, they have a debug, and they can, because before the system launches, sometimes the specs aren't locked down, so you can kind of just guess. You can add or subtract based on what you think that you need, and then closer to when the specs are actually locked down and what you're going to have, then you can actually appropriate how much like you need, or how much your game is going to use. So yeah.
I'm glad we played that F-Zero stage.
I'm so pleased for you, John.
I don't know why. I just have
All they've done with the franchise. Lost.
I'm thinking.
Oh, Mount Wario. I definitely hope we get to do Mount Wario for this next one. I love that stage.
I picked Mount Wario, but it looks like not a lot of people. They're picking Baby Park, Wild Yoshi Sanctuary.
We'll just have to see how it turns out.
See how it goes here.
Yeah, well, I don't see the decider happening yet. Right here, but here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Well, it's still gonna scroll, so you gotta wait for that.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Nope. Wait. Yep. Nope.
Random.
Oh
no.
I don't mind though.
Nobody gets Mount Wario.
Nobody gets Mount Wario, and you like it. It's a bit sad that OJ doesn't acknowledge the Dirt Boy. What?
Yeah, who's in the race? I get that part.
He outed himself in chat earlier.
With the Pac-Man helmet.
Look, hold up, guys. Hold up here. Dirt Boy. What is up, man? How you doing today? I'm acknowledging you. How's it going, Dirt Boy? You having a good day, man? Hopefully you're having a good day.
He's like, oh, gee, Dad, talk to me.
The Canadian person's in second. That's kind of.
Wow. Just letting Canadians have it today. All right.
Should be winning, buddy. Not in second place. You know, go for that up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Ah, don't believe it.
Stop getting so close to me. How'd that not hit him? How'd that boomerang not hit? Oh.
Oh, there's a big piranha plant.
I've only won one race
big
here.
one, right?
Ooh, somebody's throwing fireballs. What I like about this game the most is like how
the blue shells?
is about how much hand-eye coordination that I use during it. Keeps me on my toes, man. Where'd that blue shell go? Did it hit anybody?
I don't know, man.
Okay, that's stupid.
Okay, a bullet bill. Here we go. Woo! At least I'm
Yeah, thanks, John.
Sorry, but I don't want to finish last again. I hate finishing last.
Yeah, I love it. So.
I wouldn't know who would like it.
I'm usually in that place.
Well, it's not that. I mean, it's just that I've been finishing last all the time. I want to at least finish a little bit bigger than that.
Oh, absolutely. Coming in last is no bueno.
Anxious to see how much Mario Odyssey sells on the first day.
Oh, I think it's gonna sell
lot.
huge.
I bet you
Predictions.
How many Switches will be out by then?
Yeah.
6 million? Yeah, 6 million.
6 million. That's halfway
No,
through.
I think there will be
Wii
probably closer to 7, probably.
Are you talking about day one?
Yeah,
For,
day
for
one.
Mario Odyssey?
I would probably say day
June
one.
30th, it was almost 5, and now it's September.
No, I'm talking about like.
So how many Switch? So how many units has Switch sold so far? 5 million, 6? I forget.
Yeah.
I'd say about
It's pretty
6.
close to 6, probably.
First place.
And if it keeps on, and if it,
I say that's kind of low. Though.
Yeah, I would say that's low. I would say that's low. I think it's like.
Well,
I think it's around 7. Yeah, it-
4.5 before E3.
No, it was.
nearly as low as what Wii
No,
U
it was 4.7 at the end of. I think the end of June. It was 4.7.
Yeah, it's June 30th.
That's
So
what
we
you
got
recorded.
July,
So,
August,
That's
middle.
before Splatoon 2.
Yeah, that was before Splatoon 2. So I'm thinking,
In
in
ARMS.
in
Oh,
Japan alone, Splatoon 2 sold over 300,000 in 3 weeks when Splatoon 2 dropped. That was before that whole month. So I'm thinking it's actually like at around maybe 7 million or so.
That'd be good. That'd be
You should
really
listen
good.
to people, because, you know, I know what I'm talking about and all that.
6 point. I would say 6.5 to 7 million, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
That's already
So-
halfway through what Wii U sold.
Yeah, about halfway.
so
Yeah.
It's probably going to hit by March of next year, I would say 12 minimum.
That would be really
12. Yeah, 12. That definitely seems like it. We'll see the stock. Like if Nintendo.
That's literally the entire 4 years of the Wii U almost.
If
minus-
Nintendo can have a big stock, like, let's say for the rest of the year, if Nintendo sells another 7 million Switches for the rest of the year, or let's say they sell 8 million for the rest, like the second half here, dude, that would be right there. It would actually be, they would hit at least 16 million by March. You know,
that would be really awesome if they did. It would kill the Wii.
And
it
you-
would
and you- You
I
watch
just typed out in the
Nintendo
chat
share value go
because
right up.
advertising on your channel, so that's not allowed here, right? So I'm just gonna. There's no warning for that kind of stuff, right?
for what?
Guy was advertising his channel on your chat. So
he can
can't-
he can advertise. I don't care if he advertises his channel.
Oh, okay.
Just as long as his
I-
channel
I
isn't
see fans,
anything.
people, you know.
Just as long as his channel isn't anything bad, in bad taste, then yeah. Or it doesn't slander people, things like that. I mean, I don't want. But if he wants to say, "Hey guys, check out my channel," I don't care. I mean, it's generally
GTA, I don't know.
it's generally not. I mean, like it's kind of rude to do that to streamers. A lot of streamers don't like that when people do it, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, cowboy.
Okay, well,
fighting
if you don't care, then I'll from now on I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the fighting cowboy curse somebody else for doing that.
yeah. Like it's generally looked upon as very, very rude. Like because you have a streamer that's taking his time to stream, and you're saying, "Hey, look at my channel," or "Hey, check out this other person." Like streamers don't like it. Twitch is like that's like bannable offense on Twitch. that's like bannable on Twitch. So. But a lot of times though, like they don't allow you to post links. Only moderators can post links like to their channels and stuff. So just depends.
There's no link. It was just scroll my channel because I guess you can just tap the profile and go
yeah.
take a viewers.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's yeah. I don't mind, but no, it's all good. Maybe
All right,
does
yeah,
he make Nintendo content? Did you look at the channel? Is it good?
GTA.
Oh, it's
That's what he said.
Oh, it's GTA stuff. I don't know if this is the best place to advertise for that.
Not really GTA credit. Well, I mean, I own the game, just not for, just for the PS3. You know.
There's so many big GTA channels. I remember I don't like GTA myself. I don't watch it or I don't like GTA, but
Yeah.
there's so many
Game
big
sells
GTA.
like 35 million copies. That's not usually what happens.
Well, it sold like 80 million.
So 80 million?
Yeah, seriously, it's like near there.
That game has never been out of the NPD top 10 since it launched.
Yeah, and not only that, but it actually is like it outsells a lot of. It's like in the top like half a lot of the times, like in the top like 3. It was number 2 this month. It was number 2 this month. So yeah.
Yeah, you're right. An article dated the 23rd of this year, March 23rd. It tops 80 million
What was
units.
that? Is like,
Yeah.
Wow, that was my worst race yet.
But do you think it's because of the mods? That's why it's selling so well?
Yeah, it's a combination of things. It's one because it came out at a great time. First of all, it came out at a great time on both systems. It came out in 2013. You know, across you know, there was a lot of PS3s and all that out. So yeah.
And anytime someone buys a PS4, they buy a copy of GTA 5.
Yeah, so I mean, and then also it came out like PS4, really good time in the PS4 era, and all that.
Kind of
so.
like the game version of the PS2. Some people have bought it more than once because.
Oh.
And the money they are making on the PC version just on the online is ridiculous.
Insane, yeah. It's just there's it's because Grand Theft Auto is one of the biggest franchises, and it's on so many big install-based platforms: PS3, 360, PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Yes.
It's just poised to. I mean, I know there's a lot of games that are on all those platforms, but
when would you expect to see GTA 6 launch?
Good question.
Not for another few years.
When GTA 5 stops selling.
What was the gap between 4 and 5? It was what, like 7 years?
2008 to 2013. So.
Okay, so it's only like
5 years.
5 years, yeah.
Okay.
Or was it 2009 that GTA 4 came out? One of those two. 2009 or 2008.
You'll probably see it like 2019, probably.
Well, because Red Dead's they're not going to launch Red Dead and GTA 5 in the same year, are they?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Why would they do that anyway? That would kill the game.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't kill it. You have a lot of people just buying both, but I mean, it would just be weird for their financial quarters.
I give like 5 another year, and they'll probably put I mean towards the end of the year, 2019, but I think you'll see it that year.
2019 for GTA.
Yeah, just they want to refresh because they mount that for all towards more or less. I mean, people still play. People still play the old ones too.
Well, a lot of people play GTA because of the story, the acting, the how the story is laid out. It has this distinct style to it. Like GTA is very unique. I don't think I've ever played another game that doesn't.
Also, I don't know if people just play for like the open worldness of it. And, like,
people really like the stories in GTA and the characters. Like that's people. I mean, people do play for the
like
open world.
COD, basically. People
Is
play
LA,
multiplayer.
Yeah.
Is LA Noire something like that too?
LA, it has an open world like GTA, but it's definitely not like GTA. It doesn't play like GTA.
A pretty odd choice for Rockstar's first Nintendo Switch game, though.
It makes sense to me that they would choose LA Noire. It makes sense if they were gonna bring it to Switch because of the HD Rumble and because of the type of game that it is. It's not the typical, I guess you can say, dude bro type of game. It's something a little bit more intricate, and I think they probably see that there's a market for people that want to play that game on the Switch.
And do you reckon they might be thinking of making a sequel to LA Noire?
I don't think that. I mean, not without seeing what's going down with these sales first.
Money out of it because it didn't sell too well in the first place.
Yeah, like for the amount of money that they invested, the technology, like I think there would have to be some sales promise first before they say, okay, we're going to do some type of. I wouldn't think it would be a sequel. I would think it would just be a game like spiritual successor. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Either way, though, consider me curious about LA Noire. I don't know how you pronounce that.
LA Noire. Noir. It means
black in French.
Black in French, yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Well, I definitely am very curious.
That's history.
I'll put it on my GameFly rental list before I see if I really want it or not.
The next time, there's a question in the chat. Rico Suave says the next time we splatting it up, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna try to do every day. I'm gonna try to have game nights every day if I can.
Every day.
Every day if I can. I can hear you.
Yep.
Did you see who won?
Was that
That's the
you?
first time ever. Yeah, I got first place, man.
Oh, congratulations, dude.
Thanks,
nice
man.
one.
Awesome.
Nice one.
Wow, that's the only time it's gonna happen. But dude, I'm stoked.
You're doubting your flow there, man. Come on, don't do that.
Yeah.
Depends how much their profit margin was, which we don't know. OJ makes the joke. It took 6.5 million years for it to come out, though.
My Final Fantasy.
No, I'm just joking.
15, I think.
You gotta say I'm joking, or people in the chat, or people in the comment section will be like, "Oh, it didn't really take 6.5 million years to come out. What? You don't know how to count."
You're just jealous it's on the Switch, or
Yeah, you're just mad that you're just salty it's not on the Switch. Oh, even though I already bought it on the 360, or sorry, PS or Xbox One. What did I buy it on?
I don't know if anybody else saw this. Someone, I think it was on your other video, but someone made this really random comment. I don't know what prompted them to this. He said to like compare like American and European women to each other in a certain way.
What?
I'll just leave it there. Yeah, I can't say anything else because it's too.
That's pretty dumb, in my
It goes on
opinion.
from there, and it's. I don't want it too.
I saw because no, it was because I was talking about No More Heroes and like Suda 51 and how we and violence compared to sexuality in Japan versus America. You know what I'm saying? Like in our games, and like I didn't want to say it on the live stream like exactly what I was talking about because I don't want my video to get flagged for like for something, like because any video where I talk about SJWs or something like that, it gets flagged. Any video they have like advanced voice tech. Like talk about that type of stuff, advanced
I think
voice technology. Algorithm bots that can sense if you say SJW or something. So
I did throw something back to the guy, trying to kind of tongue in cheek. I'm like, that's my experience too, because I've lived in Europe and
with the red
from here,
shells.
so I know the differences, right? And what he's saying was more or less the truth.
I read a part of the comment that he made, but I didn't.
The last part I thought was the funniest part. He's talking about like how American girls count the amount of people
they've been with.
They've been with.
Okay, well, I just want so I said to the guy, I said the reason why girls do that is because they're taught that like the more people you are with, the less you're valuable, or that
you're looked at or valued.
Yeah, and I said, if for guys, it's a manner of pride and and manhood and all that. Personally myself, I'm like a World War II fighter pilot. I tattoo an X on my shoulder whenever I.
Look, British women are the dirtiest women in the world. I'll tell you that now.
Well, I need to move then.
Oh dear. Comments right here. Alright, let's see what's next. TikTok.
And German women have got the hardest punch in the world, I can tell you that from experience.
It's getting a little too misogynistic, I think.
I don't know. Good punch. That's
the highest I've come tonight, I think, is 5th. I think.
I don't even know how I got first place in that last race.
I guess that's place. It's not
how did Dirt Boy lose to OJ?
What position are you in, Sweeney?
For what? Point total?
Yes. Let me guess. Oh, 5th?
He's winning. He's winning, I know that.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Blimey.
He has that big golden hat to let us all know that he's winning. That big crown.
Yeah.
I think it's a crown.
Yeah. It's definitely a crown. It's a king's crown. Oh, and also for the chat, just because I told these guys that were in the Patreon with us, but yes, I've got everyone's name listed. So if you're a Patreon member, you should see your name go across. It's based on what tier you are. Jonin, Chunin, then Genin. So all of you guys' names are on there. Sorry for me taking so long. I'm an idiot and don't realize that I have a whole list of my Patreon manager that just makes things really easy, where before I've been adding people individually, like one by comments. But yeah, so anyway, got that all fixed, so everyone's name is up to date and listed. All 87 of you guys.
Anyways, butthurt about that rate or something.
I'm
87 patrons now.
Yeah, 87 now. 87.
That's
nice.
good. Man.
Yeah.
What are the clan called for the Pantheon?
What?
What are the clan called for the Pantheon?
Can anybody? What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said what the clan for the Pantheon called.
The plan for the Patreon called?
The plan or
the clan?
Clan?
Clan.
Daily Village?
It's just the village. It's just my PlayerEssence. The name is PlayerEssence, and this is my village.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem. I just couldn't understand real quick. But no, we're good. We'll get it situated. But yeah, it's just called PlayerEssence. That's my village's name. I didn't want to name it anything else. Although Twitch is called the Fire Nation. That's the they're called the Fire Nation. So here's PlayerEssence. They're called the Fire Nation.
Is that something else in Naruto, or is that based on Avatar?
That's based on Naruto. There's a village that's against Naruto. Well, they used to be against Naruto's rules, but now they're allies. That was called the Fire Nation. So, but yeah, that's Naruto as well. But they're kind of small. The Fire Nation's small, so and my Twitch base is small, so so it makes sense. Use my star. This man, Dirt Boy. He wants. I'm gonna hit him with the shell.
Sorry about my music. I'm not that good at it.
Stole my mushroom. Oh yeah. Oh. See with your stars. Ooh, yo.
Oh damn it.
Ah! I was right behind Sweeney then.
Oh, who did that? Punk. All right, well, I'll take a 7.
I'll take a 10.
Regrettably, I took 11.
I'll take a beat OJ.
Oh, by 1, Sweeney, by 1. At the very end, because somebody ran me over with the star, man.
Hey, that's still one better than you.
Yeah. Everyone's cheering on Dirt Boy to beat me.
Who's Dirt Boy?
I don't. He's the guy with the aqua-ish tint hair.
Oh,
and like
I see him.
Yeah, the weird looking face.
So OJ, are you gonna increase your Patreon goal now?
We have one for 300.
Okay.
Yeah, we have one for 300. So I'm still working. I still got to do the ninja video for you guys. Like I said, it's edited, it's done, but I still got to do that for you guys. So I'm still working on that. I've done all the bonus. I've done all the bonus live streams. So I've completed all those. But yeah, we still got. I've done all the giveaways, the digital code ones. We just got to do the ninja video, which is almost done. So yeah, man.
We're gonna get to 40,000 so someone can win that NES Classic.
Yes, we're gonna get there. We can win that NES, that Super Nintendo Classic as well, man. So that should be fun too.
I'm really happy to hear that they're extending shipments for that too.
Yeah, all the way till 2018. That's good.
That they're reviving the NES one. That's even better.
Yeah, we'll see. I like I said, I don't know. I can't confirm that this is gonna happen, but I have. Is Nintendo gonna raise the price of that thing? Are they gonna raise it to $69.99?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I hope they don't.
Because they know it'll sell still.
Yeah, they know it'll sell. So something told me they might raise that to $60.
Greedy
I mean,
of them.
it would be a little greedy. Yeah.
It's business, man. It's capitalism.
It's capitalism at its finest if they do, because it would easily sell at. It would easily sell at 60.
And
capitalism
it'll sustain our favorite company too.
What'd you say? Oh, like Think Geek and GameStop? Yeah. That's like super capitalism. Yeah, you're right about that, man.
Someone should throw a Molotov cocktail their way.
Or a couple, man. Think Geek.
Get up the old Anarchist Cookbook.
They're dying anyway, you know, so
yeah.
that's kind of what they need to do to stay, like, survive. They need to talk a lot. They need to jump on the trends. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's how they're getting destroyed by Amazon and Best Buy. So they got the used market down though, but let's see, how are you gonna waste 3 bananas like that, though, Dirt Boy? Oh,
Okay, for me. Oh, I got hit. I hit the shells. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you know, there's a certain thing in this game that you should probably avoid doing. You know what you should avoid doing? Avoid saying what place you're in until you've actually like just avoid it, because something's probably gonna, as soon as you say like, oh, I'm this place, something's gonna happen to you. It's like jinxing yourself, you know?
Oh dear. I'll keep that in
I
mind.
want something to jinx me to modern aspects.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, you just.
I don't want to blow my horn yet until I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear.
Yeah, until you're good. Stop using that horn.
No!
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh man,
Oh, somebody
I have fallen off the
boosted
track
me
like 12 times,
off the edge.
Yeah, this is a tricky one.
and I'm now last place.
I'm finding no aspects.
At least I'm not.
My highest position, third.
7 for me.
Same place as last time. I'm stuck at third place for like.
Good
Oh,
advice,
goodness.
Nintendo Examiner.
Anyways, guys, I'm taking off for a little
For
while.
me.
I got that new puppy, so
All right, man.
Aw.
Take it
y'all
easy.
take care, man.
Take
care,
care.
Alright, guys.
Have a good night.
Have a
Good
nice
night.
Good morning.
You're crazy, man.
Oh, man.
I was gonna stay up all night, but you know what?
I'm
I'll just read about it in a video tomorrow. You know.
Wait, you'll
I
read
really
the
don't-
video?
Okay.
Locked and loaded.
Although I have noticed OJ's number of videos have been slightly slacking off lately, so
I have not. Sir,
In fact, I think you've actually increased your output.
sir, yes, I have. As a matter of fact.
I noticed, yes.
Yeah, I usually do 4 a day, Monday through Friday, but now recently we've been getting about 5 a day if you count my live streams.
Yep.
So yeah, man. So yeah, I've actually increased. Today you had 4 already, so today would actually be 6 for the day today. Wait, 4,
Wow.
5, 6. If I decide to if you count this live stream, which I'm probably not going to count this live stream, but what do you guys think? I'm thinking about moving over to. Well, do you guys actually watch? You guys don't watch the live stream like while we're playing, do you? You guys
am.
don't?
I can't because it's lagging behind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, it doesn't matter to you guys, but in the chat, what do you guys think about custom music for Mario Kart?
Custom music? How can you do that?
Just I can have a playlist going like Windows Media Player in the background.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, really.
Yeah, it'd certainly get our voices out of it, which would be a good thing.
No. It wouldn't. The music would be playing low in the background.
Oh.
Yeah. So you guys'
I'm not
voices will still
sure.
be over it. It'll be like. Have any of you guys watched some of my Smash streams?
Not recently.
Okay. Well, I'll try it out. You guys watch the replay, see what you guys think. Then it's basically just it'll be like video game music in the back, like different tracks. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it could be good. Yeah.
It'll be interesting, but I really don't know for sure how it'll work.
Oh mate, I got stuck on the trees.
I hate this level.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
level's
this
the
one's
worst.
pretty tricky.
This level is so stupid.
Then play this again.
Oh my gosh, my hang glider cut out. I tried to take a super shortcut and it did not work.
Eighth place.
11th place.
12th. Jesus. I don't believe it. Ah, no.
I'm choosing Rainbow Road. I don't know if I want to do Bowser's Castle. I wouldn't mind, though.
You could do random.
True. Oh, excuse me.
I've been playing Rayman Legends Definitive Edition.
How is that?
It's not the Definitive Edition. Putting definitive was the wrong thing to do. Because one, the advantage the Wii U had was the Murphy levels.
And the gamepad with it. It's a little off without it.
And the load times, where they've compressed it so much, the load times are a lot longer than the Wii U version. Which, I mean, if you're going to save storage space, I'm not too bad with that, even though I got it physical. But I wouldn't call it the definitive version. It's a good version. It's really good. I'm enjoying playing through it again. I haven't come across anything new, but it's.
I think they called it not the Wii U version, they called it the Xbox PlayStation version.
That's just it. They failed on Wii U because it was doing so badly.
But like I say, don't get me wrong. It's a good. Well, you know what Rayman is like anyway. It's a good game.
Yeah, the thing that I don't like is the load times being so long. Compared to the other versions of the game, compared to like, it's like the PS4 and Xbox One, there's like no load times, you know? Like
yeah.
I don't know why that wasn't, like, there's no reason for the load times to be as long as they are. Like, I watched the Digital Foundry video, that's
someone, I did hear someone on the video, actually I think it was Digital Foundry, say it's because they compressed it so much that it's taking so long to uncompress. If that's the case, for people that are buying it digitally to save space, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I don't know. To wait maybe 2 or 3 seconds extra, is that a big deal?
I don't know.
I don't know.
PlayStation Swap? What's this all about? What's this PlayStation Swap?
But Digital Foundry gets on my nerves, they really do. I remember when the Switch first came out, they did a die-cast of the Tegra in the Shield TV to the Tegra in the Switch, and it was identical, yeah? The capacitors looked the same and everything, so they said it's exactly the same. Nvidia claiming they spent 500 man-years working on this, they never. And then I read an article and someone said, has Digital Foundry got access to one of there's 5 in the world and they cost roughly $15 million each, and Nvidia have got 2 of them. Microscopes that magnify up to 45,000 times, which allows them to actually work on these SoCs because they're so small. And unless you've got one of them, you really can't see what's inside that chip.
Hey, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
What's up, Olu?
Okay.
How's it going?
Oh my god, I was sleeping until just now.
Yeah, it's pretty late where you're at, man.
Yeah, it looks like I missed all the fun. I went to bed too late.
We'll still be on for a bit more, so we got plenty of time.
What are you on about? I haven't been to bed yet.
Hey,
Sounds like a
go
personal
easy on
problem.
me, man. I decided to, what's it called? I was playing Mario Kart on my own, and then afterwards I saw OJ's message go up. By the way, I was liking what you said about that SoC thing, but here's the only thing I'll say in Nvidia's defense, because I kind of interrupted you there. Sorry about Anything I'll say in Nvidia's defense is that, yeah, I don't think the man hours definitely came from the Tegra. It's the Tegra 1. They didn't put hours like that. But I think in terms of making it work the way it does, you know.
They created at least 41 brand new development tools for it. I know for a fact they also made it even more power efficient than what the Shield version is.
Yeah, that's it. That's where the man hours come from. But it's exactly the same Tegra 1, so you're right about it being the same Tegra 1. But they made that a lot, like you just said, they put the man hours in it to make it more efficient, because Tegra 1 in the Switch doesn't run as fast as the Tegra 1 in the Shield. It runs actually probably about, let me see, is it 15 or 20% less?
But what you've got to take into account, and like Nvidia said, the Shield TV is running behind Android, which really slows it down.
Yeah, that is what slows it down, and that's a good thing. That's one of the blessings that we have. If anything, I'm grateful for the Tegra. Without the Tegra, we won't have the Switch right now. And I know people say, "Oh yeah, but then the Tegra 2." Yeah, sorry, that would have been too expensive. I don't think Nintendo was going to sit around and wait for the Tegra 2. I think I would have preferred the, you know, like, I would have preferred, okay, like the Pascal. But you know what, man? We got what we got, man.
Well, the Tegra 2...
I think Sony bought the rights for the Tegra X2 for their handheld, I heard, right? Is that
I hope not. Wait. I hope the hell not, man. Them and Nvidia, okay, they jumped out of bed with each other.
They can't.
Man. They were like, I'm not sleeping with you. You're not sleeping with me anymore. It's over. They got divorced, man. So.
The Tegra X2, the only advantage it gives, it does exactly the same, but just uses less power, and it's actually used in cars for parking assist. That's why it's nicknamed the P1.
Yeah,
the parking chip.
Parking chip, yeah.
Real quick shout outs to... Wait, never mind. No shout outs. Sorry.
Shout out to Deviator. Yeah.
Shout outs to Deviator.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just interrupted your shout out. Sorry about that. But
No, there's no shout outs. There's no shout outs. I'm good.
The reason why I interrupted that was that your Tourney code. Where the hell do I put that? I tried to put it in my friend's code. It wouldn't work. So I don't know.
No, go online. Go to online. Go to tournaments. Search with a code.
Okay. All right. Online. Well, you mean online in the game itself? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I barely even know how to use. All I know how to do is create tournaments.
What?
That's all I know how to do.
Hear that?
I've just got a friend's request.
Got some feedback from someone.
Alright guys, I'll catch you. I'll catch you in a second. Okay, be right back.
Okay.
Oh, that was you, OJ.
Yeah, all I know how to do is create tournaments, guys. I don't know how to do anything else within the game. So.
Hang on, did I get a friend's request? Because it came up on my screen, but yeah, it is my... I did get a friend's request because I've got your stream on my big TV and I've got Mario Kart on my slightly smaller TV.
A friend's request? What are you talking about?
I got a friend's request from someone that I don't know.
Okay. I thought you said from me. I'm like, I didn't send anything. We were already good friends for a while.
I was going to say, it took long enough on Steam.
I know, seriously. Sorry, Steam knew. I still don't know how to use Steam, by the way.
Steam's awesome, though.
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get the courage to learn how to speak Japanese. So I got Rosetta Stone that I look at for about like at least 20 to 30 minutes. I look at the box of Rosetta Stone and then I'm too intimidated to actually open it.
Oh, I went off the edge.
So,
look at the box.
Yeah, I really need to open it and practice my Japanese.
Wow, are you trying to learn Japanese or something?
I really want to learn Japanese within the next 5 years. Like, I want to learn it, yeah.
How much was the Rosetta Stone? How much was that?
It was bought for me, but I think they're like around $200 something or more. Like, it just depends. Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, so by the time you finish learning it, okay, you'll learn to rap in Japanese.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I guess that's why they charge so much.
Hey,
Let me
I
tell
told
you-
you, I can rap a few songs in Japanese. But
Ah,
that's
give
not...
up with this game. Please, people, stop using the red shells, please.
No, that can't happen. Sorry, we gotta use the red shells to beat people like you.
No, all night it's just been red shells, red shells, red shells, and I'm.
Now, that's the joy and the fun of it, though, isn't it? Getting red shelled. Yeah, before you guys came on, I was trying to practice. I was in first position for most of them, and then I was getting bodied, man. The red shells, they kept flowing like milk and honey, man. It was almost biblical, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to bed. Pardon my language, but yeah, that was it. Telling you, that was some brutal right.
Oh my gosh, dude, Sweeney is so far in first place. Oh no, never mind.
Sweeney.
No, I see him.
Oh God, he
drops the bomb. And then he drops the bomb. This douchebag.
Sweeney was bodying you guys, man.
Then he
Come
drops the
on,
bomb.
man.
Such a douchebag. Oh my god, and I still got hit.
Alright, let me see. Is this the right one? Kart Deluxe today.
Oh, OJ just beat me. You came fifth, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right in. I don't believe it.
I'm tied with Night Moon for 205 points. Okay.
200. Wow, man. Jeez. What am I on? 120. Jeez.
Oh, I mean, I'm at 282, so.
Goodness.
I am so pleased for you.
Goodness gracious.
Why did it say I was unable? Search using the code, you assholes. Come on. Okay, let's try that again.
Super Mario Odyssey is the #1 game sold on Amazon, US, and Japan right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm calling it though. The Xbox One X is going to be the biggest seller at Christmas.
It is. It's gonna be. It's gonna be the biggest seller on day one.
In North America.
In North America, it'll sell out pretty much of all of its pre-order stock, but then after that, a $500 system.
Goodbye.
Yeah, but how many did they put up for pre-order? 5,000? 10,000?
I would probably in America. I'd probably say that, five units in Japan. I would probably say
hey.
Go ahead.
Sorry,
No, go ahead.
I'm interrupting again. Your tournament code doesn't seem to. Oh, no wonder why. Don't worry. Ignore me. Continue.
Got it. No problem.
Your tournament code doesn't seem to. Oh, ignore me.
Pretty much.
What actually works in Japan is that just like there's like Japanophiles in North America and in Europe, there's like the opposite of that in Japan. Like, I guess you call it like Ameriphiles, or maybe like use a Japanese word.
My friend that lives in Japan, Alex Myers. He's also a YouTuber. He used to make gaming videos, but he moved away from that. But Alex, he lives in Japan, and I often reference him in like Japanese matters, you know, and like what he has to say on the matter. Now he's not coming back, by the way. He's from Iowa here. He's not coming back to America. He's full blown Japan, has a nice, cute Japanese girlfriend and everything. So I asked him whenever stuff comes up.
Sounds like my hero.
He's what the Japanese call a gaijin, foreigner.
And he told me that hipsters buy Xboxes. Like only the people that buy Xboxes in Japan are just hipsters. Like it's just hipsters that buy the Xbox brand. So
Yeah,
that's what he said.
They're gaijinophiles. They like foreign. Let's take a look.
He just said hipsters in general. So maybe they're also hipsters when it comes to other Japanese things, you know. But he didn't say it's particular to just American content. But he just said that they're hipsters. So yeah, that's what he said on the matter as far as people who buy Xbox. He's a good source of stuff because I've asked him so many questions about Japan, and he knows everything right away. He used to make a bunch of videos on it, but now he doesn't do it anymore. Now he just does he does visual novels, which are actually his visual novels are actually really cool. But he does short story visual novels, and he works in the tech industry in Japan. Like he's an executive in the tech industry there. So
yeah, visual novels are a big genre in Japan.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah, he does like story visual novels. Like he'll do like why Amy Schumer like isn't funny. Like, why is she not funny? And then he'll do like a visual novel on that, and it's like it's really well edited. Like, it's really good. I think that video hit like almost a million views for his channel. So, but yeah, I always ask him about stuff when it comes to Japan. He's pretty good with telling me.
Oh, thank God.
Damn.
Are you guys playing at the moment or something? 'Cause it's telling me wait for everyone for a course. So it's like I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm in limbo waiting.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Yeah, the lobby is full.
Oh, God.
I came third.
It's Maggie Lily or something like that.
Oh.
Gilly. Let's wait for more players. Okay.
Either more
So,
players, other people.
Has anyone besides Sweeney won anything, or Sweeney just like bodying all
No,
of you? Like,
unfortunately, I have not been lucky at all.
OJ's won. I know he's.
I've won like 3 or 4 races. I've won like.
hey, what's going on? Why am I racing someone? It's like I thought I was supposed to be racing. What's it called? PlayerEssence. What did they do? I mean, I thought I was supposed to be in hashtag PE18 or something like that.
You are, but the thing about it is that since there's more than 12 people, it just creates a whole nother like lobby section. And unfortunately, I don't have shuffle. Shuffle is turned off, but I'll probably start turning shuffle back on at this point since we're gonna have a lot more than 12 people racing. So I'm probably gonna turn shuffle on in the next one.
I can't remember your name.
My name?
UK. Yeah, from the UK.
Ollie.
After this
No,
race,
you
I will
never
jump
start.
out. So if you get in a queue, you should be able to get in.
Okay,
you
I'm
can
in a
have a
race
race.
at the moment, or should I just cancel it?
No, just finish through, because we're about to race right now. You should finish, and then you should be able to get in the queue.
Man, I'm in Rainbow Road and I'm losing like this. I'm usually good at this version of Rainbow Road.
Yeah, I'll do this
come on,
race,
man.
and then I'll jump out so you can have some races, mate.
Yeah, you actually gonna go to sleep, Mark?
No, I'm. Oh.
Me,
Is it time to sleep?
not yet. I will get some sleep though. That's for sure. I'm not staying up all night. It's
How you feeling though, man? 'Cause I know the last couple of weeks been a little rough, but how you feeling now? You feeling better?
yeah. It was a bit scary, but yeah. I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
All right.
You know, I think my left Joy-Con is broken. About it. That might be the problem that was happening earlier. Because some of these turnings that I'm missing, I'm like, no. Earlier I thought maybe it's because I'd had too much to drink, but
It might be a combination.
that was before, man. I was thinking, yeah, drinking and karting wrecks lives, man. It's not good. What I mean.
I use the Pro controller.
Karting, you know what I mean. Karting under the influence is not good, man.
Mario Kart, you already have problems with getting hit by so many things, and yeah, definitely under the influence might not be as accurate with your driving. Oh my gosh, Fire McGee over here.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just saw like a million fireballs.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who McGilly is, and he's really freaking good. He used to, if I check my score, him and I have rivaled each other back in the day, but he's been playing, I haven't. So now I lose all the damn time. Alright, let me see. Let me come out of this and go back. Yes.
Yeah, we're on the last lap now.
Alright, I'm going to put that Tourney code in again. Oh, there it is. I can see it. PE Tourney. I don't even need to put the code in. There we go. Join.
I'm actually going to call it a night, but I'll join you guys for the...
Oh my gosh. Alright, take it easy, John.
What's the oh my gosh for?
Take care, buddy.
I'm getting hit with every...
Okay, well, have a good night, guys.
Have a nice night, John. Thanks for coming, dude.
My pleasure.
I literally got hit with everything. I got hit with everything.
I came fourth. I beat OJ, that's all that matters.
Everyone beat me.
Well, Sweeney beat you guys again.
No, Sweeney got third. He still got good. He's at 300 points, so he's Mario Karting master over here.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I wonder what character does he use?
He uses Peach when he wants to troll me, but then otherwise
right,
he uses
I'm leaving
Donkey
now.
Kong.
I've left.
Yeah, I saw you just leave. Cheers. You didn't have to leave. I managed to get on because someone else left. But alright, let's see. Yeah, I need to get a new Joy-Con. Definitely. Thing up with this one, but never mind.
Oh, it says I've unlocked something. Ooh.
Maybe you got coins. You must have. Maybe you collected some of the coins.
Hey guys, I'm telling you, like, if Sony, this is just a joke, but yo, if Sony made a portable, I swear this dude Colin Moriarty would come out of retirement, come out of gaming retirement, and say the PS Vita 2 would beat the Switch and say, this man Colin Moriarty.
If they released a Vita 2, he'd be rock hard in a second.
Oh yeah, he would come out of he would come out of this one video a week.
Yeah, but he's
retired.
Colin Love Stand. His channel Colin Love Stand because you know he's doing well.
I don't see how someone makes. You know what? I'm not even gonna get into that. The dude's been in the industry.
Have you seen his Patreon? It's ridiculous.
I'm saying it now. It's worked for Nintendo. It wouldn't surprise me if Sony unveiled a retro PS1 or PS2 preloaded with like 30 games.
If it was, I think that would be dope. Actually, like what? Like
it's worked for Nintendo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, well, they'll never be able to get away with it. It's what? One at the PlayStation Go, PS4 Go, or something like that. Whatever. It's not going to make money, man. I'm telling you.
But if they did come out, with the handheld, all these Sony gamers that have been saying it's a handheld, it's crap. Oh man, it's Sony, it's a handheld, it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Oh, of course they will. You know that. Sony fanboys, man. Anything Sony does is good. They worship Sony.
Well, that doesn't mean they're gonna buy it, though. I mean, you can talk about it, but that doesn't mean they're gonna buy it.
I feel kind of bad because in hindsight, I'm kind of a Sony fanboy, to be fair. So,
you're a Sony fanboy?
Yeah. I support Sony, but I prefer Nintendo. That's all it is.
How are you a Sony fanboy but prefer Nintendo? That doesn't even make sense.
Okay, well, I'll tell you why. Because you see, my version of fanboy is that I like both of them, love them both. I also, you know, I've got like I've got a PlayStation Pro. PlayStation 4 Pro.
So you're a PlayStation gamer, but you don't bash on Nintendo gamers.
I will never bash on Nintendo. All that bullshit of bashing, man. That's for children.
That is for children, and then you're not really. I wouldn't really call you a fanboy. You're just like a fan.
Oh, so that's what fanboys is. Yeah, okay, I'm a fan.
Sony always wins, baby.
Everyone's definition. Here's what I've noticed. Everyone's definition of fanboy is different. You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
People who do that
man, I just got bodied, man. That's not fair.
Thing. People that do that in like a serious way, that's a Sony fanboy.
To me, a fanboy is someone who is like a Nintendo gamer. I'm just using them as an example. And whatever Nintendo does, they don't do any wrong. They will defend them to the hill.
Yeah, that's stupid as well.
It's like euphemism for a hateful a-hole is another way of putting it.
I kind of see fanboys as people who constantly, I mean, yeah, you can defend, but also attacking one thing. You know, there are fanboys that will be silent on Sony issues, but then attack Microsoft and Sony all the time. So maybe they don't defend a company, but then they'll always just attack. They have a company that they like, but then they don't defend anything of that company. They just constantly attack other people who like Nintendo or who like that. So I mean, I think there's many layers to it. I mean, in my opinion,
there's many definitions.
Yeah, I don't think there's any exact definition, but I would say that like the biggest thing to me is like I don't really mind. You know, to be honest, I don't even really mind fanboys because without fanboys, like, the industry would not have anywhere near as much money. Fanboys spend a lot of money. So, I mean, if they weren't so rabid and stupid at times, like, maybe they wouldn't spend as much money as they would in whatever particular product, whether it's Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo.
Yeah.
So
and that layer of stupidity is actually good, right?
Yeah, well, Apple. I know Apple. You don't think Apple loves their fanboys? You don't think Apple like these idiots that but like so I'm pretty sure every company loves their crazy fans, that do stuff. So in general, and overall, like it really it's something that you can point out, but it's really not a big problem at all. Like if companies are listening to their fanboys, then they're not good companies in the first place. Like, like if you listen to your fanboys, a fanboy's gonna like you no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why would you listen to what they say? Like, you should always do what's in best interest for all the consumers out there and listen to all the consumers. So when people say, oh, well, fanboys, this is the reason why, you know, this isn't going to change because fanboys do this or fanboys defend it. I'm like, any company that listens to their fanboys is stupid because anything that you do, they're going to...
Oh, man, don't go my gift, man. Really?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just... At least that's just my opinion on it. But I mean,
I think you're right. I think there are like a few definitions of like fanboys.
Yeah, I mean, I've been called a fanboy just because I like Nintendo. I've been called a fanboy just because I said that I like their games more than Microsoft and Sony's games. That was, oh, you're a fanboy because you like their games more. I'm like, what? Okay, fine, fanboy. Apparently.
You know the thing is, okay, I wouldn't. But I do. Oh, what is? All right, this Joy-Con needs to be replaced tomorrow, man. But yeah, I wouldn't say that all Nintendo's games I like more than Sony's games and stuff like that. I would the majority of them, though. To be fair, so
I used to like Sony's games as much. Like I used to like God of War as much as anything Nintendo makes. Like God of War 2 was one of my favorite games. I used like back in the PS2, Jack. Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, those are all some of my favorite games, and I'd put them right there, you know. But now at this point, like they're not necessarily making the type of games that I like, so it's only based on that.
Yeah, like I really like the Resistance games. Like I've always played those ever since they started, and they're kind of shooter than a lot of the other ones.
When was there going to be a next Resistance game? It's been a while for that franchise.
I don't know, because Insomniac kind of went off on
I wish there was, you know, to be fair.
Is that the Resistance Fall of Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's 5 in the series. There's
oh, is there?
The 3 main games, and then there's a PSP one.
Oh man.
One.
Yeah, PSP and PS Vita. I have Resistance 3, and I started it up, and it's actually...
The original Resistance is so old, it doesn't have trophies. That's how old it is.
Yeah, I know. Do you know something? Okay, you just reminded me because back in the day, I played those games like Heavenly Sword, Resistance, and so on. No freaking trophies, and then I went onto PC to play some MMO game called Fiesta for like 7 years. This is why I always say that the PlayStation 3 is my most underutilized console. Because when I came back, it had everything: trophies, bells, whistles, PlayStation cards, you name it. Okay, the whole shebang-a-bang. But before then, man, no. And I even went back to see whether they had trophies, because I felt kind of gutted, you know? Nah, no trophies, screw that, I'm not going to play that.
I've never been into collecting, like, achievements or anything like that.
You know what?
College, I was really into it in college. I was a big achievement hunter in college and right afterwards, but then once I started getting more responsibilities and more working, and then my daughter popped out, yeah, that was the end of
out the window.
Yeah, that was the end of my achievement. That was literally like 2012 was literally the death of my achievement hunting days, and that was when my daughter was born. That was the death of my achievement hunting days. So,
to be fair, I've never into
it though, you know, to hunt them down. Just like,
but recently, I did platinum fun.
I'm sure it gives a lot of games replayability. But,
yeah, that game's got plenty of playability. I got to admit, I love that.
It's just achievement hunting has never been. It's never, you know, been big on my radar. If I get an achievement on a game, say on my, I hate to swear, but my Xbox One S, then I get an achievement. You know, I wasn't looking for it. I just get it.
I know some Sony fanboys that are they had no platinum trophies at all. I've got more than they do actually. I don't play Sony. I'm probably like a 2/3 Nintendo and a 1/3 Sony.
Well, the thing about it is that trophies and achievements,
I'll agree with that.
They were like at this point they're almost like hipster status, like almost, because it's like they were cool, you know, back when they were new, but at this point it's like okay, you know, great, you know, it's not a new feature anymore. They didn't improve it. There's been nothing improved from when they first started. Like in the Xbox 360, nothing was improved from Xbox 360 to Xbox One when it comes to achievements. Nothing was advanced. So at this point, it doesn't really. I mean, they're cool, but it's not anything special. You know, like it was before.
It's like your measure of your E cred or your
We got it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If
I said E cred because like or your gamer cred, it's just like
it's irrelevant at this point now, and like nobody cares. I don't think many people care. People just want a great. Not only that, but there's been times where achievements have somewhat ruined games.
Oh yeah, like I don't think with thousands of trophies that had no platinums at all. Because what happens is they play the game, finish it, and then they go play something else because they don't they care more about playing other games, so, and that's sort of like where I am now. There's so many games I own, I want to play, and I'm just trying to get through them as fast as I can,
Ah, that's not fair, man. What the hell?
I know.
Same here.
I'm like on the last chapter of Disgaea 5 finally.
Nice.
I've got
May, man. Oh my god, because it came out in May, right? But
I've got to get back into that. I have to.
And I never really stopped playing it for any length of time, maybe like a week here and there, but I literally playing it since then,
My main at the moment is Rayman and Samus Returns. I got that today.
I think at the moment, when I finish Final Fantasy on the PlayStation 4, like I said, I think I am a third PlayStation, what's it called, and then after 2/3 Nintendo as well, because I take my Switch everywhere. So yeah, I've gone back to playing Breath of the Wild Master Mode. That's what I'm playing at the moment.
Nice.
I'm waiting for the last DLC to drop, and then I'm going to start playing that game.
Oh my god, Trial of Swords is just
like the first Zelda game I ever finished. So, that's an improvement for me, anyways.
Actually, how many have I finished? First Zelda I ever played was Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. Then after I've never played A Link to the Past. I know OJ loves that game.
A Link to the Past? It's not my favorite, but it's up there. It's in my top half. My favorite is
Breath of the Game Boy one, I guess.
I can't stand any of the Game Boy ones or even the hand.
Hey, Link's Awakening got me into the series.
Okay, I mean,
I love Ocarina.
Back in '94, Ocarina of Time, definitely I like, but I'd say that Breath of the Wild's my favorite. Yeah, definitely, it is my favorite.
That Ocarina of Time's the best game ever.
Nah, not anymore.
Not anymore. I think it used to be, but I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, for me, I liked Wind Waker more than Ocarina of Time, so that was.
But some people still think that it's like.
I like Wind Waker HD.
Maybe Breath of the Wild changed their minds probably a little bit, but.
Well, to me, my favorite Zelda games in this order are like my favorite is Breath of the Wild. My next is Wind Waker, and then my third is like the original Legend of Zelda, because those all have like some like open world-ish like type of feeling to it, Breath of the Wild is an open world game, so.
Did anybody see? It was Larry Bundy Jr.'s newest video, I think, about the top 5 things that Nintendo invented first, but they actually didn't invent first.
I haven't seen it yet, but I saw it in my feed. I just haven't had the time yet to watch it.
Right. Yeah, there's just something like the D-pad, for instance. It goes into like how it showed up before the NES or before the Game & Watch.
Knowing what the game
who did it before?
Yeah, who did the D-pad?
It was some like really random consoles I'd never heard of before. You should watch it. It's like it opens your eyes to a lot of things. Like, okay, I mean, it doesn't really change it.
Because I know Nintendo came up with analog triggers. They came up with the analog stick. They came up with Rumble.
That's on the list too, eh?
Everything that Nintendo has done. They did not do. They took it from someone else.
I guess you could say that like they made it like actually workable, maybe in a certain sense.
I think probably what Nintendo did is that maybe it wasn't the first, but it was made popular and it was applied to actually good games. Really like groundbreaking and good games.
He brought up like it was the 5200. He's like, oh, that analog stick, but it was crap. He admits that, but I guess I don't know. 'Cause I feel like he's kind of just like out to get people, but I don't know. It's like
I don't think so.
I care about the truth, right? So
Yeah.
if you know, I want to give credit to people, but you know, it doesn't take away from what Nintendo did, right?
Yeah, it is, no. I think he's looking for the truth.
Oh, come on, Ollie.
If they, no, it's all good. If they didn't do it first, and he has research that they didn't do it first, then that's fine.
Yeah, you should watch
You
it,
know?
man. Like I think it's bullshit, you know. So it's just like, you know.
What is wrong with this?
I think with the analog stick, I didn't kind of think the N64 was the first console to get it right, because like, you know, that's like 97, 96, right? So it's like, it's possible. With the D-pad, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it was like a bunch of like really random early consoles. It's like stuff I never heard of before, you know. So it's kind of surprising. I was like, okay, I didn't know that, but there's 3 or 4 other ones he put on there.
Going slightly off topic, knowing what the game industry is like in its category, do you honestly think Zelda is going to get Game of the Year for its category?
Yeah. For its category? Wait, not even just
yeah, definitely.
Category?
I don't.
What game?
Well, you don't
Breath
think
of
it's
the
gonna
Wild.
get
Zelda. Nope.
Then what game?
Because I know what the game industry's like. I reckon.
I know, but the people who were like fawning over that game.
Horizon Zero Dawn will get it.
Horizon Zero Dawn's not getting
it.
It's not.
It's not getting it.
It's not
That's what I
getting
just said.
Zelda,
You're not going to say Horizon Zero Dawn. It's not getting it.
No.
If Zelda doesn't get it, Horizon would never.
I mean, maybe not every outlet gives it to Zelda, but I would say that
I know.
Most
there are so many magazines that give Game of the Year awards. Even like random newspapers do too. Do you think it wouldn't give one, but they do?
Yeah, I mean.
So, I mean.
Because it's bad in itself for Game of the Year.
In 2013, I'll link. Is it A Link Between Worlds? That one, the 3DS Zelda. GameSpot gave that Game of the Year. So.
Yeah, well, you know, and I remember probably the closest Game of the Year that I can remember between like Nintendo and like Sony, even though it wasn't Sony's game, but it was a Sony exclusive. I remember there was like Game of the Year 2006. That was like the most heated Game of the Year ever, because that was Okami versus Twilight Princess, and like Matt Casamassina almost got into like a fist fight with like the other editors, like, at IGN. Literally, like almost got it. Like there was like heated conversations back and forth about what should get Game of the Year. They were picking Okami. He was on about Twilight Princess. So yeah, that was
IGN and IGN anticipated.
Which did actually win?
For IGN that year, Okami won that year.
Oh right, Okami. Isn't that getting a remake? Okami HD?
No. Well, Okami HD. Yeah, that's a remake.
People seem to want it. I don't know why.
We've already got an Okami HD. It's the same version from the PS3. It's just.
So it's getting a remake.
This is the 4th release of Okami. This is the 4th. Okay, the original release was on PS2.
Oh wow!
Then they ported it to the Wii. Then they ported it to the PS3.
Oh my life!
The Zelda, when it comes to Breath of the Wild versus Horizon, the game industry kind of they like IGN they like Zelda better than Horizon.
Most people like Zelda better than Horizon. Most outlets,
I know. So that's what makes me think that people are going to pick it over that for Game of the Year. Is because
but
the shills, you know, that work for there, they like it more. So
a lot of the big, you know, the top guys in the gaming industry, for some reason, they just have they don't like Nintendo that much, and I'll be surprised if Breath of the Wild wins Game of the Year.
No,
I'm not. I'm not going to be surprised one bit.
There's no undisputed Game of the Year award though. There's like probably thousands.
No, but he's probably talking like the game, like the Game Awards, right? Like that, where all the different.
Oh, you mean the video game advertisements? That. Oh, anyway.
Well, I don't. But even then, I don't think that it's going to, like, Zelda's going to win the overall Game of the Year. It's just going to, because you can't sit here and say, oh, this is the highest rated game, one of the highest rated games of all time, and then it doesn't get Game of the Year, which Horizon Zero Dawn is not. Okay, it's not one of the highest rated games of all time. It's a high rated game.
I just don't put stock in a lot of things Spike TV does. Okay, so that's, you know, or Jeff Keighley
The
does.
only game that's been Breath of the Wild is Mario Odyssey at this point.
Exactly. Like Mario Odyssey is a bigger threat to Zelda than.
Comes out and gets like super good awards. People's like Mario nostalgia is gonna kick in. Oh my god, this is better than Zelda.
Exactly. That's exactly what's gonna happen. This is
Mario.
Mario Odyssey. I don't know.
He's showing off his nipples now, so it's like everybody's like.
Mario Odyssey has a very good chance of winning Game of the Year as well. That could be a 90.
Speaking of like Mario's nipples, do you see? Someone made a mod for Super Smash Wii U where they added that costume design for Mario.
And I refuse to report on Mario's nipples. Like I really, I refuse to be a part of the clickbait. Right? Like you know, it'll probably get you views.
Commonwealth Games did.
Yeah, but I refuse to report on Mario. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "What did you guys think? Do you think he had no nipples? Like, what do you? What did?"
He is human, isn't he?
Yes, Nintendo said many times that he's human. So I mean, what would you think? Like,
and he's not a plumber anymore. He hasn't been a plumber for a while, apparently.
To me, it just didn't make sense to why it was such a big thing. So I said, I'm not gonna report on Mario's nipples. So I'm good. I'll just wait till this nipple thing dies down.
It's never gonna die.
I know. It's probably once the game games another screenshot comes out with him running all.
I've seen one picture of him with his nipples. Someone put him in a picture of Baywatch, and it was like, what?
That's actually really funny. Okay.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna have to. I've changed my Joy-Con already. I just keep bumping into everything.
Tell you what, I don't know if I was lucky or not. I got my Switch day one. I think the day one batches must have been some of the best ever because I've not had any Joy-Con issues, desyncing, anything.
This is the day one issue. It's the day one issue. The problem is I've allowed too many people to play with this Switch, and I think the left Joy-Con is. Because my cousin, I mean not my cousin, my godson, the way he was messing around with it, this is what I told him. He's like, I don't know.
Man, I make my fiance wear white gloves when she touches it. No, I don't. But if I could, I would.
The way because it's not controlling properly.
Oh my God, Sweeney got Sweeney got kind of lucky.
I've gotten 2 blue shells. Come on.
I know. Like that.
Sweeney's always lucky, and he's good.
Jesus. Okay. This too many lightnings. Lightnings completely ruined me. And
I still got it.
Yeah. This is definitely.
It just fills me with joy to know that this game doesn't involve skill. So. And I'm only.
And like know how to corner properly and boost and all that, yeah.
Nah, props to Swede. He's a good player. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to make a thumbnail.
Let me just check and see if I got smart staring on.
I just want to see someone else with that crown for once.
It's not happening. Not happening today.
I don't think it's gonna happen today, man.
Not today.
Let me see. Why? Choose a car.
Yeah, sorry about that noise, guys. Let's see here. What background should I use?
No, I don't have smart scale on.
You know you've ordered that special edition of is it Fire Emblem Warriors, OJ?
Yeah, I did.
How about if Nintendo or the actually send you a copy? Are you still going to get the special edition?
If they send me a special edition one, no, I'll cancel it. Or I'll give it away. I'll cancel. I'll give it away.
See whether you'll give it away.
Yeah, I'll give it away or I'll cancel it. One of the two. Although I did give my I have a personal friend of mine who wanted Metroid, and I kept my Metroid reserve and gave it to her.
Okay.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Could have given it to me.
She couldn't. She couldn't.
Well, you don't want to do international shipping, remember?
She can't afford gifts. She can't afford gifts.
I'm pretty sure they're not offering the special edition Fire Emblem in Canada at all. Like,
what?
I can't find it on Amazon UK.
It went to Amazon UK first, didn't it? Or it went to the UK got their edition first.
I
thought it was
what?
Or was it
with UK,
Spain?
I just don't. I haven't seen it anywhere in Canada at all.
Oh,
it's all over
man.
the US, but not in, you know. And
I'll
it's
have a
in-
look on Amazon now, actually. I'll grab my tablet. I'll have a look on Amazon now, because I went to get it after I saw you advertise it on your, talk about it, OJ, and no, couldn't find it.
This man.
So I got a pre-order from like Amazon USA, so I can have it. And
Typical, you see?
yeah, but as you know,
Getting
I
knocked
got a
off.
pre-order from
This man Sweeney's
German
bomb
Amazon
master.
voices.
He's always got a bomb. It's like bomb master, and I always run right into it.
Trouble is,
Well, I save him for you.
I know you do.
Oh my god, you use lightning.
Jesus.
Oh, there you are, Amazon.
How big of the distance have you going? The battery.
What's
That's
it?
cool, man.
Fire Emblem, innit?
No. What hit me? Okay.
Now I'm just getting destroyed right
I
now.
know, sweetie, you got obliterated.
Oh!
You still got a
Fire
good.
Emblem,
You,
Fire Emblem Warriors, limited edition, $64.99. Bow chicka bow wow.
I knew that it was already up for you guys.
I'm having that. I save an extra £2 on checkout, so I get that for £62. Yeah.
Alright, so that's UK. I don't think it's in Canada though. Still.
Oh man, what's wrong with this?
When's it
You know
launched?
what, guys,
Oh,
after this, I'm gonna give up.
October.
Unless I can get my.
Nintendo did say that they were going to reverse their previous decision and they were going to sell the Super NES Classic in Quebec because they weren't going to do it at first.
No one's playing on this again.
Good night, everyone.
Shoutouts to good night. Shoutouts to Miragawa Link for the $5 donation, and he says, "Hey OJ, I just want to say to all Nintendo fans, we need to stop arguing with the Nintendo hater. It don't matter what Nintendo do, they're going to find something negative. Just play your games." That is a fantastic. And I don't really argue with the Nintendo. I don't go and argue with the Nintendo haters that are all over certain YouTube channels. I just make fun. I make fun of them. Like I make fun of Toby's. Or I make fun of people who say stupid things all the time. So I more tease and just make fun of like the silly things that they say more than I argue with them online about stuff. You know.
I loved your retweet last night though of Colin Moriarty, who like called out saying the Switch was going to fail, and just highlight like everything that was like he was wrong about. It's like, oh, it's not going to fail. There's going to be so many available like because it's not going to sell well. It's like, nope.
Yeah, but you know what? Okay, people like Colin Moriarty. I don't know why. Okay, maybe back in his prime, and he was a big go-to. Him and Greg Miller were the 1-2 punch of PlayStation, yada blah blah. Some people would say during the PS3 era that they got a PlayStation because of Colin Moriarty and Greg Miller. Fair dues, but if you look at it now, I mean, Colin stopped playing like Nintendo products when anyone that followed this could see that it was going to at least have some ounce of success. It wasn't going to stay on the shelves. The way Nintendo would do it, if they followed it the way people like OJ followed it, you could see things that Nintendo were doing that they weren't doing before. Okay, you could see it was going to do fairly well. I'm not gonna. I don't know if it's a Wii U buster, whether it's a Wii buster at the moment. It's going to be a Wii U buster, most definitely. But you could tell that that it was going to sell out, and that's partly why I made sure I got mine. I told my friends, listen, I have a feeling this is going to sell out. You guys should get it because Nintendo are doing almost everything right. Everything that people complain that they don't do, fans and critics alike, and people that don't support them alike, they're doing it now. Go get it. So screw Colin Moriarty. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude and
he makes $30,000 on Patreon. He doesn't care.
I know he does on Patreon. I've seen that.
Yeah,
he's not making it. He's not making it through gaming. He's making it because of Colin's fans. He stopped gaming.
Oh yeah, because he was a fixture. The PlayStation fan base is is definitely supporting him, which is fine. The thing about it is like with him, it just seems like it's so vindictive. It doesn't seem like it's natural. It doesn't seem like it's general concern. It just seems like he's always like it's like he's angry that there's something different on the table outside of what he loves, which is PlayStation. That's the only thing that I have an issue with him. It just seems very vindictive in his watch his videos. He seems like angry, like for some reason, like why are you so angry, bro? You know, like
yeah, why so mad, bro?
Yeah, like, why is he like? And like I said, he seems physically mad in his videos. Like, watch the videos. He seems physically mad about things, and I don't understand why he's so angry in his videos. And it's not like an Angry Joe type of thing, you know, it's not that. It's actually him literally being physically mad at a video game company that potentially, not even real, but potentially might not offer what he wants or might not be sold out. I mean, I'm talking about like whether, like before the launch, like it's like yeah, these things are going to be all over the place. It's just going to be like, what? If it's going to be all over the place, then why are you mad? Just can't you just say, mad, yeah, like, why are you angry that if you think that they're going to be all over the place, like, you can, I don't get that.
I know, because I never really watched anything like this guy.
Like I said, he just seems very vindictive. Like, in his posts against Nintendo, there's no need for him to be yelling. That's not like a gimmick that he does, but he seems very angry when he's talking about Nintendo with these things, which all turned out to be wrong, by the way. You know, he just seemed very angry, and that's the only issue that I had, is that he and not only that, but he seemingly ignored everything that Nintendo put out, like as far as the first party lineup for all of 2017 and what they said. He just ignored every bit of it and just said, oh, well, once Zelda comes out, what else am I going to play? He ignored ARMS, he ignored Splatoon, he ignored Mario Kart, he ignored Disgaea, he ignored Street Fighter, he ignored Minecraft. He just like ignored everything and said, oh, well, only Zelda. And I'm like, well, dude, like, you watched the same presentation that I did, you know, like, I don't think it's going to be like that, but hey, if that's, you know, just say what you want to say. And like I said, he got out at the wrong time.
Like an angry fanboy, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He sounded like a very angry fanboy. Like, whenever I talk about, like, you know, Sony or Microsoft, I'm never going to be like, even if I criticize, like, I think I've made a couple videos criticizing like the Microsoft and Sony, and just like the thing, like the whole DRM disc thing, like just about that, and like, I was very you just calm. You just talk to people how you feel about it. Like, it just seemed like he was just so angry about hypotheticals and his opinion on what he thinks is going to happen with Nintendo. So that's the only issue that I had with his videos that he made before he got out. I mean, he got out at a good time too, though. You know, because he would have absolutely got obliterated if he would have stayed, you know, there. So he got out at a good time.
You're going to love this, OJ. You probably got the notifications as well. I've just got 2 notifications for 2 YouTube videos. One is Switch Force, entitled Shirtless Mario in Super Smash Brothers,
nice.
And Travis Touchdown could be in Super Smash, and RGT, Sean Long, which I hope I haven't watched it yet, but he's put Nintendo Switch Memory Crisis, is the Switch in trouble?
Oh, please.
The video is probably not what you think it is. It's
no, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, because I've heard him, even on, you had him on the other night, and he was pretty vocal about, you touched on the storage and that.
I will debate anyone, and this is one issue with Switch. Like I said, I'll budge on everything else online. This is one issue on Switch I will not budge on, and there's nobody that can sit here and tell me that Nintendo's solution isn't better than Microsoft's and Sony's for any real gaming fan, any person that likes real games. Like, if you want your game to actually be real and like a physical game is how it's supposed to work.
If you have an Xbox like me, or someone has a PlayStation, there is absolutely no reason to go out and buy a physical game. No reason at all.
There's unless you want the box art, and you want the disc. You want the box.
Guess what? Every game's got to be installed. Fantastic.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, it's like you can't sit here and don't bash Nintendo when their options suck. They literally took physical games away from you. Don't sit here and talk to me about storage space. Okay, just enough. Enough. Like I said, that's one option. Like I said, I debated Re-Rez on this. He got bodied back then. You know what I'm saying? And there's been nobody who's wanted to talk to me about this same topic after he lost so badly. You know, and that's the thing. And nothing against Reyes. I wouldn't say I like this channel, but nothing against him. I think he's a good YouTuber. But like at the same time, like this is not up for. It's not up for argument. Like I even did it to my own buddy, like with Rob. I'm like, dude, look, I'm not budging on this issue. Like there is no agree to disagree. You have two companies that literally took away the actual meaning of a physical game. No, screw that. There's no budging on this. Their solution is not better. No, like there's no agree to disagree. It's just agree. I'm right and you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. There's no, like I said, I usually say agree to disagree. I'll always go like, okay, well, we can agree to disagree. But on this issue, there is no agree to disagree. Anybody who sits here and thinks that it's okay to take away what a real physical game is and then trick you into thinking that the game's actually physical by making you check the disc, Microsoft and Sony, and just to trick people into thinking like, okay, this game's real physical, they force you to put the disc in the game, even though they could have easily just said you don't need the disc. You know what I'm saying? They could have just easily said you don't need the disc, but they force you to put the disc in there just because. You know, like it's just that's just I don't. It's fake physical in my opinion. It's not real physical.
It's pseudo physical.
Yeah, it's a pseudo physical.
People that defend like the PS4 and the Xbox, you know, well they got 500 gig or 1 terabyte hard drives. I can tell you now, and I put it up on Twitter. Last week, I've had to buy 2 external hard drives for my Xbox One X, a 2 terabyte and a 4 terabyte Toshiba, both Toshibas, and I've barely got any space left now.
You see, this is the thing. No one can tell me that Nintendo's solution isn't the best because at least the majority of it is still on cartridge, and I think the only reason we share some of that, you know, like some additional content on our SD. Make space on that SD cards because they haven't yet released. Some people are saying they haven't even released.
The thing about it for me is that.
So.
Okay.
What were you saying, OJ?
Well, I got an error. I think the
same.
Yeah, I got an error. So it looks like they're having some maintenance tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get an error? Because we're on. I can see Shy.
You're still racing?
Yeah, I've just seen the error come up on OJ's stream. Yep.
No, I'm racing. I'm racing.
Wow, you're still racing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it let me back in.
Did it let you back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet, sir.
Let me back in. So I guess there's no maintenance. I'm just spectating. So I'll spectate this one. But I'll finish my thought. I've never been against buying a physical cartridge or a physical medium and buying memory. That has never been a problem for me in the history of consoles, in the history of home consoles. That's never been an issue. PS1, you had to do that. PS2, you had to do that. GameCube, N64, like that's never been a problem for me buying memory. It's never been a problem for me. Never. And the prices have been near what SD card prices are to buy memory or whatever the case is.
Yeah,
so,
and they were a lot smaller.
Yeah, and you got a lot less space. So for me, it's never been an issue. The problem is that we have indoctrinated gamers who think that it's the norm that systems install to your hard drive and that's how you play on a home console, which is not the norm. That just started with this generation. With last generation, it was optional. With some games having like you need like 5 gigabytes or 3 gigabytes, kind of like how Breath of the Wild does on the Wii U.
Yeah.
You know, some games on PS3 needing that, but for the Xbox 360, most games were optional installs. I think that Grand Theft Auto was maybe required, but after that, pretty much most of the games don't need them. So for me, that is a new thing, and that is something, in my opinion, that's never been an issue in gaming. Like when you played your PS2 or GameCube, it was never like, oh, I got to buy memory. Oh, that sucks. You know, like it's just this generation of indoctrinated fake DRM discs is that's where people are making this issue because they look at Microsoft and Sony and well that's what they do, so that's what Nintendo needs to do. Like, no, how about Nintendo operates like how a home console, how cartridge, and how real physical media and memory is supposed to work? How about that? No, I don't want a 500 gigabyte hard drive that installs every single game. That's stupid. That's the PC. That's not a home console, which I already have a PC with cheaper games that can do that. Like, if I wanted all my games to be digital and not real, then PC, you can buy a PC CD disc too as well. Like, what's the point? You know?
Why exactly? And people really, they're not looking at it like realistically, because like you guys were both saying, you and OJ were saying, it's like, say like Final Fantasy, that's like what, 50 gig, and that just gets downloaded onto my hard drive. Okay, the disc does nothing after that really. So it spins around, but I don't exactly know what it's doing, personally speaking.
Basically, it's according to Sony and Microsoft, it's there to prove that you bought the game. It reads, it reads the very outer edge.
Right.
That's DRM.
It's a DRM. It's a DRM disc. That's what it is.
Yep.
The DRM check. Okay, fair dues. Okay, but the fact is, okay, then after that. So that's all it does. So really and truly, this is antiquated, but people have been indoctrinated into think that this is actually. To me, they need to find a better medium.
Absolutely,
True.
they need to evolve. They need to evolve the technology to the point to where when you buy a physical game, it's actually a physical game, like to where it actually runs like it's a physical game, and then people have the option. Okay, you want faster load times or something, then you can install part of it to your. Like, they need to evolve. Like, stop not evolving the medium. Like, evolve the medium, make it better to where you don't do that. Because in my opinion, like, you took away actual real physical games, which I wholeheartedly disagree with. And I don't like this whole hard drive space. Like, I don't like the whole installing. Like, it makes the. I'm just not a big fan of that. Like I said, I wasn't a PC gamer beforehand. Maybe if you're a PC gamer, then if you're okay with it. If you go all digital, you're okay with it. But for me, I'd rather have, the actual physical game be a real physical game. And if you want to go all digital, then just buy a memory card. It's not.
Yeah.
Not
Do you
a
know
big
what?
deal.
I bought for $49.99 a 256 gigabyte SD card. I think I'm good to go for the next probably couple of years easily.
Yeah, especially if you go all. I mean, do you go all digital with your games?
If you go all digital, then yeah.
You're probably good to go for a long time if you're going physical and like if you're just going like physical, you're probably good for a while, dude. You're good for more than a couple of years with that.
And especially when because they are compatible now. If you bought one, there's a download that happens automatically. Once those 1 and 2 terabytes that are available in Japan, once they come over to the West and they come down in price, those SD cards, you're going to have masses of storage, masses.
It's going to be expensive though. Oh, look at this dude with the blue shell killer. Yo, he's saving it. Somebody hit that blue shell killer right there. Nice.
I love that blue shell killer.
Real quick, shout outs to DJ Fresh with that Toby killer, that $15 Switchengon Toby killer. DJ Fresh, $15 says, "What's up, OJ? Like usual, I don't pay attention to the haters. Also, I love all consoles. I don't say much. I just read and listen. I'm not much of a competitive gamer, or I might have joined you for a few rounds of Mario Kart. Keep up the great content." Thank you so much, DJ Fresh. I know he's donated before. So I really do appreciate the donations, guys, and I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. Sean Sweeney's dipping out.
DJ Fresh.
Yeah, so
it's getting pretty late for me.
All right, man. Take it easy, dude.
You too. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks for bodying us all night, dude. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that my job?
Take it easy, man.
I got you too. Bye.
Take care, buddy.
You too.
Shout outs, man. DJ Fresh, thank you so much for the donation, man. We really do appreciate it here. And yeah, I mean, just to kind of elaborate what you're on, like, and that's the thing. Like, I used to pay attention to them a lot, but now I don't. It's more fun to just make fun of them than it is. It's just more fun to just like make a silly joke. Like when somebody mentions something about like the Toby station, like I'll do retweets or I'll make a joke like, oh, here's the Toby Overlord, and like who's the next one? Like I'll just make jokes about these people more than just being angry about it or constantly calling them out. And like I said, I don't go to anybody else's channel and like say, "Oh, Switch is better" and all this stuff. Like, I don't do any of that junk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Yeah, you don't do what Colin.
Yeah, I don't do all that. I don't constantly make videos complaining about Microsoft and Sony, even though I have a ton of complaints about them. You know, I don't do that. You know, but it's just, and like I said, just not pay. I think most people who play games really don't pay attention to that. It's just a really, really vocal minority that does. So, you know.
Games are games. They're meant to be enjoyed. They're fun.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
People kind of forget they're fun and just, you know, people like drama, isn't it? Their lives around. You know?
Yeah, people do love drama. I mean, some of the biggest
turning everything into a sitcom is what.
I agree. Man, who's in first place? This person's blazing a trail over here.
Seriously, man. Fuck you.
Jesus.
Alright, looks like I'm money on the new Joy-Con. It's what happens when you let people that don't know how to play games play with your shit, man.
Oh man, sorry about that. Or you can send it back into Nintendo. How long have you had your system?
No, I don't know.
Send it back into Nintendo, they might fix it for you.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true actually.
Yes, still under guarantee. That's why I got my Switch directly from Nintendo, because it comes with a 2-year extended warranty.
Oh.
That's one. Although to be, yeah. So I got mine from that.
Oh, come on.
Man, who the hell, man? Plus, it's got way too many shells.
Oh my god. So many red shells. Oh my gosh, the GOAT has 3 red shells, man. He had so many red shells.
See, I told you, it's the red shells tonight.
I was in first place at the ending stretch there, but...
I've got to start learning to use the bikes. I can't use them.
I love the bikes. I only use the bikes. I only use my baby Peach and the bikes. That's all I use. I didn't like Mario Kart 7 because it didn't have bikes.
the drifting, getting used to the drifting for me is just taking a bit of time.
Mount Wario.
It depends on the bike that you're using. Like, if you're using, like, the dirt bike, that has, like, a really weird and, like, you kind of fly over the place. But if you're using the road, like the street bike, that has, like, a very sharp drifting path, you know? So, I like the sharp drifting, so I go with the street bike.
Street bike.
Yeah, like this, like it's like the motorsport bike.
That's what they should call Mario Kart 9. Mario Kart, the drift, or
the only one I've really used. You know, Link's tricycle, is it?
Oh yeah, the Master Cycle.
Yeah, the Master Cycle. Yeah, yeah.
That has more of a sharp drift. That has high speed sharp drift. Yeah.
Well, high-speed sharp drift was the way that we used to play Mario games, like on, you know, like the SNES and on the Game Boy Advance. It was all sharp drift back then.
I think Dirt Boy should win at least one race. I think Dirt Boy hasn't won a race yet.
Dirt Boy. Didn't he?
I thought he's won at least one. Dirt Boy, come on now, step up your game. The tournament's going on for another about 12 minutes. You got to win one in this next 12 minutes. Oh god.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't know if would this be a spoiler or not. I'm not sure. OJ, you know that fusion mode in Metroid that people were moaning about is locked behind an amiibo?
Yeah.
I've a little bit earlier I unlocked the amiibo functionality, and I've got 2 of the amiibo, same as amiibo. The fusion, it's
They've already detailed what it does, so you can say it.
It's a suit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a suit, and then also the difficulty. I guess it's like a harder.
It is another difficulty. I thought it was just a suit.
No, it's a harder difficulty. After you've beaten the game, there's already a hard mode after you beat the game, so you can unlock that. But then there's another. There's like another fusion hard mode. Like, so there's already a hard mode, but then there's also the fusion mode. Basically, it's the same as the hard mode, but it just you have the suit.
Ah, right. Got
Yeah, people are being really silly about that.
Yeah. There might be some other small tweaks and stuff too, but yeah, essentially, that's what it is. But there's already a hard mode in the game if you want a hard mode. So it's already in there without the amiibo.
No, I'm playing it on normal. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you can't even access the hard mode at the beginning.
No.
Yeah, you have to beat the game
true,
first. Yeah, you got to beat it first. So.
Didn't you say you've nearly completed it, haven't you, or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty close. Because I've been playing it for a while now, though. I got the game.
I don't know why it took me quite a while to get used to pressing X for that, like the block just before they attack.
It's because it's something new in Metroid games that's never been done before. It took me a while too. I was getting hit every time, man. Like I was getting hit a lot. So
yeah, same here. I'm getting used to it, but from what I've played of it, it's a fantastic game. Definitely worth a purchase if you're into Metroid.
Shout outs to everyone still watching. Yo, 50 people? Yo.
You're obviously not from the UK then.
Oh man.
You never know, maybe one or two of them are from the UK.
Yeah, maybe. I always look at my stats for like my
I don't even know what the time is. What is it?
Oh,
20 past 3.
Yeah, my analytics.
OJ, in your opinion, how many, because I know they've done the MPD, but they haven't done the worldwide, they haven't really done the worldwide total. How many Switches do you think have sold? About 6 million, maybe?
We talked about it. I was thinking anywhere from 6.5 to 7 million at this point. You know?
I was thinking about 7 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah, because
probably around 7. Right
7 million would be a safe bet. The next big one is
If that is right, would you think Nintendo are happy with that amount?
They're ecstatic, but they want to sell 10 million. They want to sell 10 million by March.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Joy-Con is just nonsense, man. Come on, Joy-Con. Get back on the track.
They said what, 10 million the first year?
Yeah, they said 10 million. They said 10 million in the first year, and they've already sold.
Minimum, right?
Yeah, they've already sold more than half of it. So yeah, before the holiday season, which is the biggest shopping season where you make a lot of your money.
So end of next March sort of thing, shareholder meeting. You know, we predicted 10 million. Look what we did. We smashed it with 14, 15 million.
They're waiting for that. That's why they're not going to budge off that.
They're happy because their stocks is going up in value because
invest more money in Nintendo. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen, man. It's going to be pretty crazy, and they're not going to budge off that. A lot of companies will revise their forecast. Like Sony's revised their forecast to do better, like to say, oh, we're going to sell more because of projections. You know, to get like an immediate impact. Nintendo, they're like, nope, we're not going to revise our forecast. We're going to keep, even though they know they're going to crush that 10 million, they could easily revise it if they wanted to. But they're not going to do it. They're going to keep it there, and then once the thing starts, you know, their fiscal year earnings and all that stuff, they're going to be like, look, we destroyed it, just like you said, Mark. We killed it.
If Nintendo can, and I think they will, into year 2, all through year 2, keep the software coming, first party and third party, and some fantastic independent games. The third year, I think, is when we're really going to see a lot more third parties like Activision and other third parties that are maybe not so big, put real effort into games coming to the Switch.
I would think so, yeah, especially because in the third year, just by going off of this projections, I mean, Switch should be like at, you know, 50, 60 million, somewhere in that range, you know. It should be in that range, maybe even more. I mean,
with that amount, you can't ignore it, can you?
You can't ignore it. Yeah.
Do you think they're going to bring out Virtual Console?
Everyone's always talking about Virtual Console.
2018.
I think it's going to come when the online's ready. I think it's going to come like when they start charging for the online. I think that's when.
You're cutting out, OJ.
I'm cutting out.
I didn't hear you. Yeah.
I said I think it's going to come like when the online is coming. But I do want to say real quick. Augustine Vega said he's out. Take it easy, man. Just wanted to say see ya.
Yeah, they're still going to release the Virtual Console. They'll just do it when they're ready. That golf game has already been found to be in there already.
NES Golf.
Yeah.
What's up, Zyphos? What's up, Zyphos Gaming? Just had to say what up to Zyphos Gaming real quick. What up? He's in Scotland, man, so it's pretty cool to have him on too. All right, let's go.
Me or is everyone, or is OJ cutting out for everyone else?
Am I cutting out?
Yeah, you are.
I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that.
Connection or something.
Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just glad I got this from day one. I didn't get extra.
I got it day one. I got it day one as well. The funny thing is, I was so adamant that everyone pre-ordered the system. I was like, guys, pre-order. You're not gonna get one if you don't pre-order it.
Well, I had a feeling it was gonna do well, but I was looking at. And then after when you like pre-order, I was like, you know what? Oh no, everyone's kind of hot about this. People are asking me about. Whoa, people that I know that have not played anything on the Nintendo since the GameCube car, asking me about the Switch. Ooh, he's right, man. Gonna have to get the pre-order. Yeah. All those people on IGN that were saying I'm gonna wait, and blah blah blah, and I was thinking, yeah, that it's gonna sell out. And what did it do? It sold out. Because you know, the first time when I ordered it, it told me it didn't say that it was coming out. It said that it was coming out, but I'd have to wait till the 9th of March because of how heavy the pre-orders were. It was then later they forwarded it to the 3rd of March. So I was lucky, and that was on Amazon. So.
I must admit, I've never told someone, oh man, you've got to buy the Switch.
I've never said that to anyone.
I've let people, a couple of really close friends, like look at it behind a glass cabinet. No, I'm joking. I've let some people play it. My fiance is really not into games that much.
Does does your fiance live with you?
No, she still lives in Germany at the moment.
Okay.
She will be moving to the UK when she can find premises for her business. But and a couple of friends that have tried it. The amount of games I've got, I know I've got too many already. I know I'm impressed with it, with what it can do. They love that I can take it wherever I want. But yeah, I'd never say to someone, "Oh, you've got to buy it. You've got to buy it." You know, if it appeals to you, the portability, which I can't see why it wouldn't, rather being tethered to a TV, you know, buy one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I've never told somebody, oh, you have to get this. I mean, I've told people, I was like, look, if you want one, make sure you pre-order it. That's what I told people. If you want one, pre-order it. But I didn't say, oh, I said Nintendo fans. I said, Nintendo fans, if you guys want this thing, you should definitely pre-order it because, you know, it's going to be hard to find it if you want one, you know, and that's exactly what, you know, like kind of like what happened there, you know.
That's what's happened, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, you know what? At least in some respects, okay. One thing, like let's pivot a little bit. In some respects, I think Bethesda's proved some of those idiots that said that, oh no, stuff can't come onto the Switch. The Switch doesn't have the power for this and the power for that. They've kind of proved them wrong in some ways with some of the games that they're bringing out. And I really do think, okay, that if people do love Bethesda and those people that were screaming Nintendo doesn't have third parties, yada yada yada, I do think we need to show a little support. I've never played, I didn't play Doom, or I haven't even played Skyrim because I looked at the time and I was like, I can't really play.
Yeah, when it first definitely pick it up, man. Yeah, support it.
I'm picking. Oh, no, that's getting picked up. That's not even a question. It has to.
Yeah, same here. I've never played it.
I've never played Doom. I haven't played Doom in a long time. I haven't played a Doom game in such a long time.
I haven't played a Doom game probably since what's it called? The
I haven't played since the Super Nintendo.
The Atari. Atari ST or something like that. Whatever it was, it came out on.
I got it on Xbox One S, and I bought it on PC about 6 months ago. Doom is a really, really good game.
It's like old school shooter mechanics, like no regenerating health.
And once AMD came out with their Vulkan API, and Nvidia started using the Vulkan API, it just improved that game so much.
I'd like to see what Bethesda could do on it. Bethesda custom make the Doom for like the Switch. I heard it was custom made.
Yeah, they said custom built for the Switch.
It looks good from what I've seen. I'm just like, wow, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, they're gonna. And it can probably still look better too. I think the footage that they showed us, the game's not done, so they're probably still optimizing and improving it. I mean, the thing with the Switch is that you also have to make sure that it's optimized for portable play as well.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that they can switch the resolutions on the fly.
Oh, you know what? I kind of wish that. I really do. That optimization for portable play, but no, well, it is what it is.
But I don't.
At the end of the day, that is the selling point of the Switch. So
just imagine in a couple of years when developers really get to know what the Switch can do.
Oh, I can't wait, to be fair.
Because I think no console shows its true colours for the first, at least 18 months, a couple of years.
That's true. Or if you're Sony PS3 until nearly the...
How many red shells? No, skip you, blue shell. Skip you, blue shell. No, it's done. It's done. The race is over. I'm finished.
Oh wow, so OJ won. What a way to end everything. OJ actually came first.
I wasn't going to say his position because, of course, I'm behind. Yeah.
Alright then, well, I got bodied today. I only came like third once.
OJ ended up on 300 and what? Jeez.
What did I get?
Yeah, man. Well done, OJ, man.
I'm mad at how Sweeney stopped playing like a while ago when he still won.
Yeah, look at that. Look at Sweeney.
I'm mad at how Sweeney stopped playing like freaking
Sweeney
almost,
stopped playing.
almost
Sweeney
an
was
hour
like,
ago.
I'm just tired. Sweeney was kind of just tired, you know what I mean? Of like
420 point. Wow.
I gotta take a picture and I'll post it on Twitter later.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. But hopefully next time we do this tournament, I'll have a new Joy-Con because that was not that.
Yeah, that was
absolutely not.
Well, guys,
I was going.
Yeah, don't scroll it, OJ, because I'm right down at the bottom.
Let's see where you're at, Deviator.
No. I saw where I was. No, don't.
No, 10th.
Take the credit, Mark, that you get. You
No,
know.
10th isn't bad. 10th isn't bad at all.
What, out of 12? No, out of...
More than 20 people?
Well...
We had 26, 26 people racing, you got 10th? It's not bad at all.
What did I get then, like, last?
Yeah, well,
you're in the top half, man. You're in the top half.
You came in really late, so you got 13th. But definitely not
That's
bad.
not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, man. Alright, guys, well, that wraps it up for this race here. Another PE tourney down the drain here. Thank you guys so much. You guys, I didn't know what to say. That was probably a bad reference. Another PE tourney done. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not looking at my camera. I'm looking at my TV. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Just content update, guys. I've got a video that's going to be going up. I wanted it to go up before this video, but I'm probably going to wait. And you guys will get that video probably tomorrow morning. So look forward to that video tomorrow morning. We also. Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking that you're like the only YouTuber I know that actually uploads videos during live streams. When you're actually streaming, you'll put a video up sometimes.
Yeah, I was supposed to do that with this one, but I couldn't make the thumbnail in time. I was trying to make the thumbnail while in between races, but I just couldn't do that. I couldn't do it, and like I was adding all of you guys' names. Otherwise, it would have been done. It would have been uploaded while I was doing a live stream. But yeah, unfortunately, that didn't happen. But we're probably gonna have another live stream tomorrow. Just depends. I gotta see a couple things. So you guys look up for the Patreon page on that, and then obviously we have content. If you haven't seen my videos, please make sure you check them out. I did multiple ones today, and thanks to everyone who came on and talked. The Talkie Teacher.
I'm checking it. Final Fantasy Top 6.
Make sure you tick that bell next to the subscribe button.
Yes, tick the bell.
Slam that like button.
And like, and also like the video. Like the first thing you should do is like the video. The first thing you should do is like the video, and then
smash that like button,
and then hit the bell, and then hit the bell so you get the notifications, and then hit the like button. So yeah, I do appreciate that, guys. So it really helps. You guys have been doing that a lot. I've been noticing quite a number of likes going up more and retweets. So thank you so much. Spreading my content really helps.
Believe me, every day it's subscriber overload.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's true. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate that. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks to everyone for joining us, and also for the donations as well. Mark, you've become Top Ninja, so I want to give you we got to get you a ceremony at some point, Top Ninja.
Asha for money, the most money donated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mark. I do appreciate that. But yes, this week we will have PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo, and we're gonna have somebody come on from the Patreon. So look forward to the signups for that. That'll be going up on Wednesday. So we're gonna have a list.
See who goes first on that one?
It's going to be first come, first serve. So have the Patreon app and then have it set the notifications. So whoever signs up first will be the first person who gets to join.
Okay. It's like, I get a pre-order, right? Anyway.
I'm telling you now, it won't be me because no, not that. I just don't like my voice on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I won't.
You're gonna have you have to come on at some point. So maybe you'll go last. But yeah, all tier 3s, you guys are all gonna have a chance to jump on. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna put a list up, and then whoever in that list we'll just go down the list each week. We'll have 1 or 2 people from the list, depending on how many people sign up. If there's a lot of people from the tier 3s that all want to go, then we'll do 2 people at a time. If there's not, then that's fine. We'll just do 1. But I'm thinking about 1, then having another guest. So 3 people for PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. So it should be fun this week.
How many tier 3s do you have?
Like 16, 15.
Okay, that's not too bad. You can get like 2 in a week or whatever, you know.
Yeah. So it's not too bad. I want to do 3 people. I want to go with the TriCast. I think 3 people works well. So I want to do 3, and I always want to have a guest from one of the guests from YouTube. So we're probably gonna do 1, but like I said, if it's crazy or if a bunch of tier 3s pop up out of nowhere, then we might do 2.
I would not have more than 4 people on at one time, probably. That's
no. We won't do 3. 4 would probably be the max, but I like 3. I like the TriCast going.
Yeah.
So we'll try 3. So we'll have 1 from there. We'll have a sign up on Wednesday. The post will probably go up around 6 a.m. or so my time, maybe a little bit later. So yeah, just sign up. And either way, it doesn't matter what week. We'll get everyone in, and then we'll just keep on rotating. It'll be every single week that someone gets to join on, and we can't have repeats. Like if someone went that one week, we can't have another person come. And then if someone who hasn't went can't go again, like someone who's already came on the show like once or twice can't leapfrog someone who hasn't been on yet. So we'll make sure it's fair and everyone gets a shot, and then we'll just recycle. Then I'll have another sign up list.
That's exciting stuff to look forward to.
Yep, that'll be this week. I feel good with I have the layout now, and I actually took the time to make the layout, and I took the time to make another room and set up everything for that. So everything's set up for that, even without video chat. I think people are more comfortable without video chat anyway. So that's why I'll do video, but then everyone else can do Discord. So it'll be Discord just like this. So you'll get an invite, and it'll come to your inbox. I'll probably come to your inbox on Patreon. So yeah, look forward to that, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, man. So look forward to that, guys, and thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I am going to take a little break, play with this little girl, and then I'm gonna get back to working for you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out.
All right, take care. Peace out.
Take care.
Take care, OJ, man.
Take care.
See ya.
My daughter says bye to everyone.
Bye.